You gotta be fucking kidding me, bruh. Damn, stupid ass shit. What's good with it? What's good? Yeah. Yeah, I don't got nothing to speak on today. I don't got nothing to talk about today, so it's just gonna be a random live stream about nothing. I don't got nothing to speak on. Yeah. You gotta question yourself as well. If you coming up on anybody's live stream nowadays looking for any real knowledge, information, expecting something, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror because, like, what the fuck have you been doing all this point? Have you applied all the information? Because if you applied, not just for my channel, if you applied all the information from everybody's channel you watch, you wouldn't even need to be needing to go on social media to get knowledge and information because eventually you'll have your own way of getting your own knowledge and information. You'll be able to really go tap in and get the information yourself. Because you got to remember, like, social media, internet, Wikipedia, all this dumbass shit, that's not really the ultimate source to get information. Even if you really use common sense, everybody who gets information, everybody who puts the information on Wikipedia, they where do they get it from? They get it from experience, or like the government's case, they copy people. So they're copying people, which is like Wikipedia, the government, all that shit, or they're getting it from experience. The government, they don't have no experience. So they're just copying other people. And this is why they have to study and be an archaeologist or some dumbass shit. Like, why you give a fuck about somebody else's culture to the point where you gotta be an archaeologist? Like, that's some stupid ass cracker shit. Some old ass fucking dick ain't working ass nigga has to go to Egypt and study Egyptology. Like, that's hella suspect. Like, why are you some fucking dingy looking cracker? Dick don't fucking work. Looking like a fucking the dude off the Pringles can, and you care about somebody's culture. Like, why you care about my, like, that don't make sense. Like, where's your culture at? So that's that stupid ass cracker shit. Because at the end of the day, I don't want. It's not all about like be talking bad about white people because I'm not trying to bring race into it like that. But majority of the people who ruin this world are white. Not even majority. All the people who ruin this world are white. There is nobody in this world that's caused more damage than a white person. And I'm not talking bad about the because the average white person, they're just a slave as anyone else. They still got to pay taxes, they got to pay bills. So I'm not talking about them. So I'm not. This is not even a race thing because the average white person, those people in the government don't fuck with them. So I'm not speaking. I'm just saying like the people who ruined this world the most, they had skin that was very pale. That it didn't look like my skin. So that's a fact though. There's nobody else in the world that's done worse than a person whose skin was pale. And this is not racism to other rate to white people because the average white person, their life is miserable and horrible as a result of their own pale people. You see what I'm saying? White people who watch my channel, their life is shit because of their own pale people. So I'm not. It's not even a race thing. This is about fucking just like a fact. Shout out to Clean Stash. He's like, I'm white. My life sucks. That's what I'm saying, and it's because of them. And then what happens is they'll try to make you think, oh, it's because of black people, it's because of Mexicans, it's because of this. And I'm not saying that other races don't do their fair share, but every single negative thing another race does is because of the white people, because it's all like a trickle down effect. They create this situation. Like they'll say, oh, black people in the hood, they need to be on welfare and they steal. But then they create an economy where it's so unbalanced and all the wealth goes to 1% and people are struggling. So now people have to steal and do crime. Like if somebody came and broke into my house and took all my money and all the jewelry and all the things I had, the person who broke into my house needs to go to jail. That's a fact. But you know else who needs to go to jail? The person who created this economic system to make that individual wanna come in my house and steal. That nigga needs to go to fucking jail. You see what I'm saying? He needs to go to jail. Every person, if you have a credit card and somebody steals money from your credit card, the government, they need to take that money that they have, those trillions of dollars that they have in a bank account that they lie about and say they don't have because they say they're broke, which is bullshit. They need to take those trillions of dollars and reimburse you that $10,000 that scammer stole. If somebody stole your car, they need to get that money from that trillions of dollars out of their bank account and reimburse you with the new car or the money to buy a new car. See, every single problem is a result of them because of their greed. So this is why I say, like, ain't nobody can tell you shit in this world. Don't let anybody tell you shit. You got motherfuckers out here trying to say, oh, he's lazy, they don't want to work. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, who the fuck are you to complain about talk about anything? And you're in the government. The government doesn't do shit. Like, imagine I tell people what to do, and all the money and energy they make, I take a portion of it and live off that. And then I have the audacity to tell a person who's lazy because they're living with their parents, they need to go out and work. Bitch, the only reason you're telling these people to work, the only reason you want to make somebody feel bad for not working is because when a person is not working, they're not paying taxes. And when they're not paying taxes, that's less money. You see what I'm saying? So that's what they care. I can understand if somebody goes like, if you make $100,000, this is why you have to question people's you have to always like look at the intentions and the motives of people. Like when somebody tells you that you need to get a job and start working, look at what they're doing and look at what they want you to do. Like most people, they're already telling you nobody's hiring. Most people, most jobs, they're not hiring. They're replacing with AI. The only job you can get out that nowadays, you have to have your own type of thing going on. You have to have a skill and you have to have your own thing going on to make money. That's not really the orthodox way of making money. So saying all that, if somebody tells you that you need to start working, the only thing that made the only reason, the only conclusion that could come from that is they want you to work a shitty ass job. Anybody telling you to go out and slave at a shitty ass job is a fucking retard because that's not going to take you anywhere. So it's one thing if you have the ability to go out and be a brain stir, and even then, fuck that shit because it's not even ethical. But it's one thing if they're telling you, oh, you need to go out and work, and these jobs are paying you like $300,000 a month, and then you get the money, and then the money is actually worth something, so there wasn't this inflation, and you were able to live like a fucking real, like live a good lifestyle. That's one thing. And the work that you were doing actually benefited the community. None of these jobs benefit anybody. There's no job, but 99% of the jobs out here don't benefit no one. If you really look at it, they're useless, meaningless jobs. And if you don't believe me, this is why they're laying off everyone, because they only lay off jobs that are useless and meaningless. Do you see any police getting laid off? Any firemen? Any fucking like then? Because those are things you actually need. If you really think about it, I don't even say we need it. The only reason we need it because the society's fucked up. But if you really if you don't get too technical and just in general, police and firemen, those are the ones you really need the most. Everything else you really don't even need. Probably food service because people need to eat. But beside, look at those. They're not laying those jobs off. What jobs are they laying off? The stupid ass job that they want you to feel good about. Oh, you got this corporate job at fucking what was some of these companies? You got a corporate job at Amazon or Uber. You're a corporate exec at Uber at the headquarters downtown, or you work on Wall Street as a trader. Like these stupid ass jobs, like Google. Like I said in my last live stream, they're laying off 10,000 people at Google, but why in the fuck when I can still go on Google and it works more smoother than ever? Google has more information than it did 10 years ago when they weren't laying off people. So obviously the people they're laying off is no loss because I don't feel it. If anything, Google runs a lot more quicker, swifter, it's updated more, it's more up to date than it ever fucking was. But yet they're laying off all these people. So all those people, what the fuck were they doing 10 years ago when they were working there when Google wasn't even as good as it is now? The fuck? Facebook wasn't even like as fucking up to date like it is now. But yet Facebook's laying off all these people. So it just shows you those are meaningless, useless, dumbass jobs that they have to give people to keep people busy so it can stimulate the economy. Because if people didn't have these useless ass jobs, there wouldn't even be enough people to even spend money in the economy because everybody's working at these shitty ass jobs like food service and Starbucks and fucking Walmart and Target. No one can afford anything but to pay rent and pay bills because the way they have this shit set up. So they're gonna have to lower the prices of rent, or they're gonna have to make a lot of useless ass corporate jobs so people can have money so it can stimulate the economy. So these businesses don't go bankrupt and shit because no one can spend money there. So that's probably even one of the reasons a lot of these companies are going bankrupt because ain't nobody spending no money because everyone's getting laid the fuck off and shit, and they keep raising prices. So like I don't know what, like it's just weird. Like it's just weird. Like because what I think is going on is like a spiritual thing going on. Like the people, like because don't think that everything that's happening negative is because they're doing it on purpose. Like a lot of the spiritual warfare that's going on in this country, it's like because we're not going to be able to cause war and kill the government. We're not going to be able to storm the Capitol and kill them and put their head. We can't do it like that because they already got that on lock. When it comes to war, fighting, killing, and brute force, that's where they're good at. So they have that. So this spiritual warfare, it's you gotta attack it in the spirit realm. So in the spirit realm, they're getting their ass attacked and beat. So it's gonna trickle down as in them going mentally crazy and they're crashing out right now. Like, do you know how they say crash out? The government's crashing out, and when they crash out, they got to do a lot of things to keep. This is where they like you see all these war in Iran, and you see all this like these ICE protests, and they're crashing out because they're going fucking crazy. So eventually, when they keep doing this is just a symptom of their system is collapsing, but it's collapsing in a way that they don't even know because they're so predicated on the physical because their brain only goes so far. They can't really comprehend the spirituality, the government. So their brain goes, so they don't understand that their shit is being lost. So this is why a lot of negative things happen to them that they don't disclose on the news. They tell you the revolution isn't televised. So anything that's serious that happens that's on the this is why I told you guys years ago. Remember I told you guys every single thing they put on CNN is fake. Everything they put on CNN, they control. Anything that's a real actual problem, they're not going to put on CNN. Just like social media. On social media, people only show the highlights of their life. They don't show the negative. Nobody's going to show the time where they lost money and they had a bad investment or somebody stole some money, but they're going to show you when they just made $10,000 a month and they're going to sell it to you. Buy my course, I made $10,000 a month. But that same dude's not going to tell you how he lost 10,000 in an investment last year. But yet a lot of those people have stories of them losing money. But why would they tell you that and it's gonna make them look bad. So that's how the government is. They're not gonna tell you the shit that's going on behind closed doors that's getting them in that crash out mode, because it's a spiritual warfare going on. So always keep that shit in mind. Their shit is crumbling, and it's crumbling in such a like, it's like a, it's like a, it's such a subtle way that it's crumbling, but I could see it. And the thing is, the kind of concerning thing is the more it crumbles, the more they're going to be in crash out mode. So um, it can get, it may, depending on the situation, because anything can happen. It may get to the point where they start blatantly killing people and doing negative shit socially, economically, because they're going through it so much. You know, when somebody's going through it so much and they want to crash out and they spaz out and they do drastic shit, like drastic means calls for drastic measures. There's a saying or some shit like that. Like, pretty much, like, the more they get spiritually attacked, they're gonna mentally go insane, and then therefore they're gonna have to project everything the government does is because of their emotions. This war in Iran has nothing to do with anything logical. It's because somebody in the government's emotional. They're angry. They're upset. So they have to project their pain. And since they have a lot of resources and power, not even power, but they have a lot of like physical force and resources, which obviously they do. They own a fucking military. They can project their pain more easier. So this is why you seeing this war, is because they're emotional and nobody's paying attention to them. Because you notice every time they do some bullshit, remember I told you guys Saturn is going into Aries. I remember I was talking about Saturn and Aries all of last year, 2024. I was talking a lot about Saturn and Aries. If you go back, I said America is a Cancer sun. And I don't like to correlate astrology with the government, because the government, they choose the dates they do certain things, but that doesn't mean you don't have to look at it, because it gives you like, I knew this was going to happen, because Saturn squared Sun. Saturn squares Sun. We're in a Cancer right now. The Sun is in Cancer. Saturn is in Aries. So Saturn squared Sun about 3 to 4 days ago. What happened 3 to 4 days ago? They did this Iraq thing. I told you guys, when Saturn goes into Aries, America was gonna be going through a hard. It's gonna be. They're gonna do something when Saturn goes into Aries. I said it last year. I wish I could pull up the video. Look at all my live streams last year. Skim through them. I said last year, the summer of 2020, of 2025, when Saturn goes into Aries, the summer, they're gonna do something. I don't know what, because I knew Saturn was squaring Sun, and I know America, this country, is the Sun in Cancer. So they're gonna do something. It's not happening because it just is random and nobody can know. They choosing to do it. So this is what I'm saying. Everything they do, what I'm trying to tell you guys is everything they do, it's not important. Because if it was so important, it would happen naturally. The fact that it happens on certain astrological dates shows you it's full of shit. Like, I can even run down like other shit, like if you really even get technical, like, I don't even really want to say, because I'm not even trying to get that attention, but there's other alignments and shit that are coming up that I can say something's gonna happen, and something's gonna happen, because each when an astrological transit comes into place, they have to use that energy so it can make it more potent. So it'll be kind of stupid for you to. This is like when you use astrology in your life. When certain dates come, you want to use that at that date so you can get the most energy. So it's the same thing. So when you see these dates come up, you can tell that something's gonna happen, that they're gonna do. And I knew it. What happened 4 days ago? They did this strike. So that right there tells you it's fake, is not real. The only reason that happened was because you got somebody in government that are emotional and they need you to pay attention to them. So since nobody's paying, because they'll say, "Oh, it's about oil," so nigga, shut the fuck up. Oil is only important because somebody says oil is important. You can fucking run a car off water. They kill people for having cars that run off water. You could have a car run off nothing. Just there's electricity in the atmosphere. What the fuck was I doing Qigong? Remember I taught you guys about Qigong and how to transmute energy and shit? There's energy in the atmosphere. You don't even need water to power a car. You could just get energy in the atmosphere. There's water in the atmosphere. So all of that oil shit is retarded. Not even to mention oil. Why the fuck do we need a car? The only reason you need a car is because the way the system is designed, the way they built the cities, and the way they make it's all bullshit. You don't need any of this shit. So, like I said, it's all bullshit. Let me read some of these comments. You seem educated. Can you explain why Africa hasn't progressed past? Africa hasn't progressed because they weren't allowed to progress. They weren't allowed to progress. They fucking like they're being held down. It's not like oh Africans are even if you go to Africa, like a lot of people in Africa aren't as stupid as you guys think they are. You got kids out there creating all this technology and all these. They don't tell you a lot of shit that goes on in the world. That's one thing you niggas got to keep in mind. Like just because you don't see it on the news and on the media doesn't mean shit. Like so even you guys think because even with social media, you guys think that everything on social media is what there is. Like social media is highly controlled. Like first of all, anything that gets views on social media, majority if not all the time is retarded. It's not important. So a lot of shit that you're seeing on the television on the news is not important. It's entertainment. Social media is mainly for entertainment or making money. That's really what social media is. It's not really about knowledge. Even when it is because you do have people who speak knowledge like me and other content creators, but they're trying to shadow ban that. So they don't want that. But it's like a natural occurrence that it happens because social media is here for people to put their content. But the main purpose for social media that they want it to be is for entertainment. And that's mainly it. It's just entertainment. You can say making money as well, but I will say it's mainly entertainment because even when you look at the whole concept of making money on social media, it's from people being entertained. It's not really from anything that's important because a lot of the shit that you think that's important, you don't need. Like you may say, oh, I'm selling fucking what's some stupid shit people say, oh I'm selling a course on how to pick up women, or I'm selling a course on how to make money, or I'm selling a course on how to work out. All of that shit is common sense. You got to be an idiot to need any help with any of those things. So even the concept of making money online is predicated on people being stupid. Why are people so dumb that they need another grown man to tell you how to lift some weights to work out? You need a personal trainer just to motivate your fat ass to put down a fork and stop eating groceries? That's sad. So this is why I'm saying like social media is predicated on people being stupid and people needing it to be entertained. Even when you talk about the money aspect, because 90% of shit that makes money off social media is predicated on dumbass people that need it. Like even clicks for views. Oh, I need a lot of views. I need a lot of people watching my content. That is an example of what I just said. If you have a content and your whole content is you just fucking doing pranks all day and making comedy skits, you need retarded people that have nothing going on in their life to continually watch that. Anybody who's intelligent who has stuff going on isn't gonna click and view that shit because they're busy bettering their life and living life. So you need retarded, depressed people to be able to click that content to watch it to make money. If everybody was intelligent, then nobody would watch prank channels. They wouldn't. The reason prank channels exist, the reason gaming streaming channels exist, because we have a lot of kids and a lot of depressed dumbass kids, parents, grown ass men, everyone that watch that shit. The average human being is an idiot. The average human being that go to home, go to work, eat, fuck, and then that's it. They don't do nothing with their life but just eat, fuck, and go to work like a bunch of dumbasses. So if most people weren't like that, then you wouldn't even be able to make money in certain ways off social media because people have intelligence. So a lot of niches on YouTube, like comedy and pranks and just dumbass shit, that gaming shit, and there's a lot of other ones, but those are the main ones. A lot of that shit couldn't even make money. A lot of people wouldn't be buying products on how to get rich or buying products on how to um how to work out, because a lot of that is common sense. Put down the fork, stop eating. How hard is that? Yeah, it takes discipline, but it's common sense. But people feel like they got to spend money, so it's all so whole social media is retarded. And in any type of smart, intelligent content, it gets highly shadow banned. Like my channel gets highly fucking shadow banned. As soon as I did a live stream, I got like 4 subscribers removed because what they do is they'll ask subscribers and they remove it to make it look like it's people subscribing. But my channel was so small, nobody's just subscribing and unsubscribing from my fucking channel. That makes no fucking sense. My channel is so small. It, there's nobody. Oh, I'm gonna subscribe to him, and then they watch a live. You can't. If it was a big channel, then they can do that because, or not even a big channel. Like let's just say I have like 5,000 subscribers, then they can play that shit. Or probably like a 2,000, 3,000. Then maybe they can play. But my channel, ain't nobody watching my channel. And as soon as they like you subscribe to me for all this time, and as soon as I make a live, I lose 3 subscribers. That's not real people. That's fucking them just fucking with my page, keeping it. And my view. The funny thing is, my views, like I get more views than people who have like 1,000. Like this is another streamer talk about the same shit I talk about. I'm not putting say any names out there. I get way more views than this motherfucker, and he got like 1,000 subscribers, and his subs are going up. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, those are fake ass subs. They're not even real. But then my views are more. And then even when I see the content that the content he's talking about, because he's talking about spiritual shit and stuff, he's a fucking retard. He's not intelligent like me. Like my mind's faster, it's quicker, I'm more intelligent. So so my shit's way more popping, but yet the subscribers go up, and his views aren't even like don't even break 100. So it's like it's crazy. Because if I was in an algorithm, my shit would be like probably at like tens of thousands or more if my shit was in there. Because I'm intelligent as fuck. I don't even have to talk about spirituality. Just my talent of how I communicate and who the fuck I am, and me just being who the fuck I am. I'm gonna get a lot of fucking views. I gotta talk about goddamn a pair of sandals. So I already know that. So I know they're fucking blocking me. I already know they blocking me because they on some bullshit. So I don't really give a fuck. Like I said, because I don't even care, because if anything, it annoys me because the information and the message I have, it doesn't get the reach. But as far as like monetization, all that, I don't really give a fuck about all that shit, because you're not even if you do, there's so many people I see that are monetized that got demonetized just for speaking shit that wasn't even that deep. So it's not even really smart to really put all your energy. That's why I told you, don't put all your energy in YouTube at all. Like you got a lot of dumbass niggas. A lot of people are waking up now, but a lot of dumbass niggas like a couple years ago was like, I'm gonna make money off YouTube. I'm gonna make money. You see how nobody's talking about that shit no more? Ain't nobody talking about, oh, I'm gonna make money online. I'm trying to, don't get me wrong, and people are still speaking on it, but the people who mainly speak on it are the people who are actually making money online. Those are the people speaking on it. But most people that used to talk all that fucking noise about, oh, I'm gonna make money online. You can make money. You don't see nobody speaking about it no more, because over time, what I was saying, that remember my video I have on this channel? It was one of the last video, not the live stream, but it was an actual video I did, pre-recorded video. You can go on it. I was in a blue shirt. I said, dumbasses think the age of Aquarius and making money. That was during the time everyone was all talking about, oh, social media, you can make money on social media, but you don't hear nobody speaking that shit no more. Because, and it's not, I'm not saying people aren't making money on social media and you can't, but if you look at the people who make money social media, I look at their real life, they're actually doing something. They're actually doing something. They actually have some type of thing they're doing. And even if they didn't have social media, they'll still be able to make money in real life. It's not like there's anybody out here who's just solely online making money off social media, unless you fucking trading stocks or some dumbass useless shit like that. That's it. So it's like fucking Like they were probably. You actually got a good channel. You might be. What the fuck? I can't even read the. Hold on. You might be too focused on other people. I ain't focused on other people. I don't even give a fuck about other people. I don't even talk about other people unless I'm like. I guess you could say I like when I disrespect people, but I don't give a fuck about other people. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't know. You said focus on. I'm not focused on anyone. Who am I focused on? There ain't nobody for me to be focused on. If anything, I speak in general. So I maybe when I speak, I speak like in general, as in like the whole social media. There's like nobody I'm focused on. I can give a fuck about anybody on this fucking platform. Like everybody, most people's channels are boring as fuck to me. Like I it just like me, I it takes a lot to fucking stimulate and entertain me. That's why I don't really even fuck with that many people because most people are boring mentally. So I can't like most people like because I'm intelligent and I'm smart as fuck. So when I watch like 90% of people on this fucking platform, I automatically look down upon them and I look at them like they're inferior to me and they're not shit and I'm more intelligent than them. And it irritates me to a certain degree because I'll see certain people who think they're intelligent, but they're not. And I can see right through them. So this is why that's another reason I don't even like fucking watching people because I know I'm more intelligent than them, but then they'll try to act like they're smart because they may have some money or they may have this amount of views and I'm like, nigga, you ain't shit. And like people like that, I look down upon. Like you're not nothing. So that's why I don't even really even focus on other motherfuckers because I already know by default I'm more intelligent and smarter than motherfuckers. It's not even like let's just say there's a motherfucker who knows how to build a bridge. They know how to build a cell phone. They know how to play at basketball, or they may be a black belt in martial, whatever it is. The way I look at it, like you may be a black belt. I'm not a black belt, but you're a black belt. But I bet you, if I spend the next 5 years becoming a black belt, I'll be a better black belt than you because I'm already intelligent at the core spiritual level. I'm more smarter. I have a stronger spirit than you. I'm more better than you at a core level. So when I become a black belt, I'm gonna be able to expand on black belt energy. So you could be a black belt for 10 years. Once I become a black belt in 3 years, I'm going to be able to use my mind and merge it with the black belt energy and expand black belt energy. So I'm going to be a better black belt person than you. I'm going to be able to build a better bridge than you. I'm going to be able to, whatever you can do that I don't know how to do right now, give me 5 years, give me a year, give me a certain amount of time to study it. I'm gonna be able to expand on it and be better at that than you. So by default, I'm always gonna be this. This is why I say I'm the smartest in whatever it is because my mind can expand shit. I remember a few years ago, I was at Target, bitch ass nigga security. He came out and shit. It was two security guards and shit. They were all telling me, "Oh, you gotta go inside." I was like, "I ain't going inside." I gave no. He's like, "Oh, give me the item." I gave him the item. I was like, "Oh, here, have the item." I'm not trying to take it. I'm all walking away. He's like, "No, you gotta come with me." I'm like, "Nigga, I ain't coming with you." He's like, "Come here." You grab my fucking hand. I pushed that nigga to the ground. The other dude came out. I fucking did some like Jackie Chan shit. I know they have it on camera because these bitch ass niggas, they probably follow my channel. If they are following my channel, it was December 2018, Manteca, California. Pull up those fucking cameras at the parking lot. It was around Christmas time. It's December 2018, Christmas time. December 2018, Manteca, California, Target. Go and look at the parking lot. I know they could pull up the footage because they save all the footage of every fucking thing onto a database. So look up that footage. They can leak it on the internet like they did with all the P Diddy's fucking cameras. Leak that fucking shit. The cameras will show you. I wish there was a way I can get into that database because they have a database where they keep all the cameras and all the footage. December 2018, Manteca, California, in front of the Target parking lot. It was like a few days before Christmas. I think it was December 19th. Because I remember that the following day, one of my niggas, well, he ain't my nigga, he's a bitch ass nigga now. This nigga I knew, we went to Wingstop and shit, which was in that shopping center. So I remember that fucking day. It was around that time. The security guard came out. And he was like, "Oh, give me the thing." I was like, "No, I don't want." I gave him. It was a hoverboard. I was just gonna walk out with it. He's like, "Oh, let me check the receipt." It wasn't on the receipt, and I gave it back to him. He was all like, "Oh, you gotta come with me." I'm like, "I ain't coming with you." And then I was walking out, and I was like, "No, no." He's like, "You gotta come with me." I'm like, "Nigga, stop playing. Come with you." I just started walking. He's like, he grabbed my hand and shit. I pulled him, pushed him. We went into the parking lot. I tripped over the thing. He jumped on me. I fucking judo flipped his ass. Like he tried jumping on me, and I used my fucking like my legs, and I pushed his body with my legs out of the way, and I got up, and the dude was like, and like, he literally went on the ground flying. Like I wish I could show you guys. Like he tried jumping on me, and my leg, I used my legs to like kick him out the way. Like it was hella like it was all like because I watch karate and I watch people fight, so when I see it, I'm able to like I'm a good visual learner, so I'm able to like do some shit. So like just like I use my mind in real life to to like if let's just say something's happening to me in real life, I use my mind to think. Like if let's just say a car's coming, you know to move out the way of the car. So when I'm fighting, I use my mind and my to be able to like know what move. Okay, let me move here. Let me because my mind works really quick. So if somebody's punching me, I know to move this way. I know grab this person's hand and then hit him there. Like I was doing some shit like that. So I was just using my mind because like one thing about me is like I don't know how intelligent I am until situations present themselves. Like a lot of things like right now I'm talking to you guys, but if I were to go outside and something were to happen, I would gain knowledge off the experience. This is why I'm a big advocate for having experience for knowledge because that's where I learn a lot of my shit. Because I have a Pluto in the 12th, Leo in the 12th house. So a lot of my wisdom and knowledge, it comes from me engaging and me being out in public, and a lot of it's hidden. And I have to go through experiences sometimes to really bring out certain shit that like my inner power and shit. It's hella deep. So this is how I was able to get through that situation because I was when I seen him and it's like he tried to attack me and I just pushed his hand out the way and pushed that nigga on the ground and I kicked him out the way with my foot. This is when I was in the gym. I was working out as well. So and then I ended up running away and shit. And even when I was running away, I didn't run away. Like I pushed him down, but then I started walking normal because if I started running, I would have attracted attention. Because there'll be times where like you know how when something happens, the first thing people do is they run. Like let's just say you got caught doing something and you were running to get away. Certain times I don't even run. I just walk away because if I run, that's gonna attract attention. Like there have been times where if I would have ran, I would have gotten caught. Like there was a time where I did some shit years ago, and after I got away, I was walking normal. And when I was walking normal, like two security guards walked by me. But somebody like you guys would have been scared. You guys would have been running. And then if you would have ran, you would have attracted the attention of the security guard. So sometimes, so at that time when I didn't even knock out the security. I just pushed him onto the ground. I kicked him out the way, and he ended up. I don't know what happened, but he couldn't even chase me. They were just telling me to let him go. So when I was running, I ran for a little bit, then I stopped running and I started walking because there was a lot of other people in the area, and I didn't want to attract attention for people to be like, "Why is this nigga running?" So I started walking, and then once I hit the corner, that's when I started booking it. Because sometimes when you do something and you get away, you want to walk. You walk away from the scene. Because if you walk away from the scene, it doesn't attract attention. Running away from the scene, everyone's looking at you. So sometimes you got to like walk away. So I was like walking away, and then once I hit the corner, I booked it. Yeah, he said free Diddy. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna free that motherfucker. I can give a fuck though if they do or not. He ain't do shit for me. Shout out to Paul Hinton. God damn, shut up, stupid ass fucking airplane. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. So shout out to say Vapor Boy. They were probably Jews anyways. Motherfucker saying Chief Keef ain't no head of Chief Keef. Ain't that boy? Fuck is this? I don't give a fuck about no damn Chief Keef. Yeah, I don't really give a fuck about rap music like that. Like I'll listen to some rap music and it kind of goes hard, but I don't give a fuck about no damn Chief Keef. I can tell you that. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't have no respect for any rapper. Um, not to say some of the songs don't slap. Like I'll slap some of the music and shit depending on how I'm feeling if I'm in the mood. But even nowadays, most of the rap is just retarded because it's like it's not even like what are you rapping about? Like you shot this nigga, you killed this nigga, you spent this money. It's not even cool anymore. Like back in the day, it was cool because most people didn't understand how deep the rap industry was intertwined with the feds. But now any rapper is like like a Masonic puppet. Like if you're a rapper, you're a Masonic puppet. So anything you rap about is not cool anymore because all the money that NBA YoungBoy has, all the money that fucking Moneybag Yo and all these other rappers, all the money they have is given to them by these Masons, by these Jews. Like they either give them money or they create a situation that allows them to make money. So it's not even their money. So when they talking about I spend this money and I killed this nigga, the only reason you're allowed to kill this nigga is because you're a fucking puppet. And then once they're done with you, they're gonna do what they did to Little Dirk and take your ass out. Like you got these stupid ass niggas like they go on these people's podcasts like that Adam 69, that faggot, whatever the fuck his name is. And then they got fucking DJ Academics. And then like you got these rappers, like you know how they busted that the gang in LA, the Crip gang. I guess they indicted them and they busted them. The funny thing is though, is you have these those same the Crips in New York. You got these stupid ass niggas on the same platform the Crips in LA got busted on. And they doing the same shit. And I'm like, a lot of these gangs, they're fucking retarded because like a lot of these niggas in these gangs, they be killing people, they be selling drugs, and they do it the way they operate their gangs is they think that they getting away with it. Because let's just say if me and fucking the free Diddy right here, me and him we have beef. Let's just say you had a gang, I had a gang. Let's just say one of your homies, I killed one of them, and then your homies, they killed one of mine, and we were going back and forth for like 3 years, and we kept killing each other, and we kept selling drugs or whatever. These stupid ass niggas somehow think that the police aren't monitoring all that, and they'd be like, "Well, I'm not snitching. I know who killed my nigga. I'm not gonna snitch." But that doesn't mean that the feds aren't documenting that. First of all, somebody died, idiot. If somebody died, they're opening up an investigation and they're gonna solve it. So even if you don't snitch, they're still gonna be like, this gang we know is responsible for this murder. They're they're fucking their opponents, their enemies. They're not gonna say nothing because they don't want to snitch. They're obviously not going to say nothing because they did it. But we know they did it because we know they beefing. So we're gonna keep this. We're gonna document this. So now when they indict these motherfuckers, they're able to get them for all these murders. And then people say, how are they gonna get them for all these murders? And because nigga, they did all these murders and nobody said nothing. But it's like it's evident. So now and then they go on these platforms like these Adam 69 and fucking DJ Academics and all this shit, and they pretty much disclose all this shit, like claiming all these bodies. And when somebody goes missing, they be like celebrating with a diss, and then they wonder why like they get indicted like fucking 8 years later, and everybody goes to jail. Fucking dumb. Like it's retarded. Like, oh, he said, "What's the stream now?" I'm gonna drop it right now. Like I don't get it. Like ain't no rapper cool anymore. Every rapper I see is like, if any rapper that you see, you got to understand that's a fed. That's a federal agent. That's a snitch. Every rapper literally is damn near a snitch because if NBA YoungBoy were to like make a fucking live stream and you got on his live stream and you started talking about some gang shit, you're automatically got to be like monitored because you're affiliated with him and he's a fucking snitch. Like he doesn't know he's a snitch, but he's a snitch. Just like the 6ix9ine dude, like he was a snitch. He was a more blatant one. Everyone keeps talking about 6ix9ine and how he snitched, but then every other rapper in the industry is a snitch. It's just 6ix9ine. He was more blatant with it, and the way they were running that program, he was more blatant because he ain't black. He's just some fucking like suburb looking faggot Mexican. So they could run that program to make him blatantly snitch. But the niggas who like from the hood, they can't really run that program because nobody will. If you a nigga in the hood and you have the same energy as 6ix9ine, nobody will take you serious. So they have to run the program differently, like for young boy and shit. So that's why like he's a snitch, but he his shit is different. Oh, and let me drop the link. Yeah, and all these gangs and all these rappers are fucking retarded. These like gang members usually have low. Yeah, they're retarded. They're stupid as fuck. They don't know shit. It makes sense though because they can't. If you're gonna give a nigga millions of dollars and a platform such as these rappers you see, you need a dumb motherfucker. You can't have somebody's intelligent because then they'll just use the money and it'll be much more harder and riskier to control what they do. They'll be able to use the money to do other shit, and then the whole psyop it wouldn't work. So they have to do that shit. They have to have dumbass people like they're fucking retarded. Like all the rappers are just retarded. Even like when you see people like Lil Wayne and fucking 50 Cent, like they're fucking retarded too. They're hella stupid. All of them are fucking retarded. Like you ain't no real nigga and you're a fucking puppet. Like shit's crazy. He said when I was selling drug plenty of time the police knew what I was doing. They told me. That's what I'm saying. And even anytime they know what you're doing, that's kind of risky because if you selling drugs, the police aren't really gonna they're gonna bust you, but they're gonna have like the DEA and federal agents start documenting you and shit, and because they're trying to build something against you. So at that point, that's when you should just lay the fuck low. Because they know a lot of people sell drugs. They allow people to sell drugs because they need somebody to push the drugs in the street. They can't arrest all the drug dealers because if they arrest all the people selling drugs, nobody's gonna sell drugs. Like there'll be no addicts on the street. They the reason drugs exist is because they want them to exist. So if the DEA is putting drugs in the street, why the fuck would they arrest every drug dealer and make it where nobody's selling drugs and make the whole street dry? That doesn't make sense. They allow people. This is how you see some of these rappers, they're even able to be where they're at because a lot of these rappers used to be in the street and used to sell drugs. And when they were in, before a lot of these rappers were even in the rap game, they were being watched by the feds. And the feds knew they were selling drugs and they allowed them to run up the bag. And then they'll probably arrest them or let them run up a little bit of money, and then they'll probably do some type of shit where a producer like Yo Gotti or somebody will come. Like that's how people like Yo Gotti and you'll see people like these rappers and shit. Like listen to Yo Gotti. He'll, for example, he'll sign or the Gucci man. He'll sign somebody, but usually the people that he signs are people who killed somebody because in order to be a rapper in the game now you have to kill somebody and you have to be actively selling drugs or sold drugs and you have to be in a gang. So now if they want to take you, if they want to tear you down, it'll be easy because you have a body on you. So how they'll get you is they'll end up fucking getting you for that body that they didn't that you thought you got away with, or they'll have the enemies of the person you kill come come and kill you. So you'll be just chilling, and then your your enemies will come and just slide and shoot up the place, and then they'll set it up and be like, oh, some hits of the female that he was with dropped the location, or but it was really like the feds, like they dropped the whole location and everything because they know where you're at. So like they set it up for him to get killed. It's all retarded. What's good with it?
What's going on, big homie? Can you hear me?
Somebody's about to join the live. Hold on. Yeah, well, I don't even know who this is.
I guess it's
I see your profile picture. Okay. I'm not doing
somebody
this shit
being
today.
weird. They being weird
I
with
had a
the
feeling that
trolls.
was a troll. I literally had a feeling. It's so funny how the spirit always like. I knew this nigga was a troll because when I seen it, I was like, "Why the fuck is there's three people in here?" And then I'm not even. I'm not dealing with that shit today.
What's
Like, what's
what's
good with it?
what's going on with you? You all
Hold on,
right?
hold on, hold on. I can't hear you. Let me.
Hold on. Maybe it's my phone. Hold on.
Hold on, hold on.
Maybe it's my phone. Hold on. Take this off. Hello. We done froze up. Hello.
All right, I had to turn off my volume. Yeah, you were kind of talking a little fucking like I don't know what was going on that last live stream. I was gonna cuss you out, but I was like, nah, you've been rocking me for a minute. I was like, let me
Nah,
wait because
you could have cussed me out, man. You done cussed me out plenty of times. They don't be no hard feelings, man. I've been following you. I know your personality, man. You good. You good. You good. You good.
yeah, so I was like, I don't want to cuss it. I was like, maybe he's just having a rough time and shit's happening because people be going through times. Like, I'm not trying to just go cuss this nigga out.
No, you good.
I was like,
That was I think that was a long time ago, wasn't it? I don't know.
nigga, 3 weeks ago was a long time ago, nigga.
Oh, I might have forgot about that.
I was
I might have forgot.
That was like fucking 2, 3 live streams ago. But I'm
Man,
fucking cool though.
I've been following you for a minute. You know what though? To be honest,
Yeah.
you got some really good information, man. You got some really good information. I don't know if you get caught up in. I think sometimes the internet just you get caught up on the internet and you get all pissed off, but you should still be pushing the information. You know?
Yeah, I am gonna push the information. I don't like it ain't even the internet I get caught up. A lot of it because to be honest, I don't even this shit really don't even irritate me. Usually if I get irritated, nothing in my external life is a problem. Like problems that I have are internal. It's the battle. I deal with war within myself and
Oh yeah,
battles within myself.
me
That's
too.
my main. Yeah, that's my main thing. Ain't nobody strong enough to really get me that. Like I've always been straight externally. Like when it comes to stability, finance, external, and it's not even that money wise stability. Like just be. I look at stability as me not giving a fuck about certain shit. So like me being able to go 10 days without eating, that's stability as
Oh no,
well as
no. That's
as well as me being able to afford 10 days of food, that's stability. So I've always been stable whether from each perspective, me having money or me not really needing shit. So I've always been stable. So externally I've always been straight. It's just certain things that I have to learn that it's like a war within myself, and then sometimes I'll like be in a certain mind to project certain shit, but it ain't nothing external that's really upsetting me or nothing. Like my life is good, shit's good. It's just certain things that I just got to work on, and sometimes I be kind of like, so it ain't nobody. It ain't yeah.
but you know what I learned though? I didn't been there. I got a lot of money, but I came to realize that it's not about the money no more.
Yeah, it isn't.
Uh Sometimes people judge me whether I have money or whether don't have money, and I can see a flaw in that. But I did learn that it's not about the money. It's not about the money. But
Yeah,
like you, sometimes you be like, oh, I'm not going live no more. But sometimes I'll be like, oh, you got subscribers. You know, you do get it ain't about the views. Maybe I would say that for you, it shouldn't be about the views because a lot of
yeah.
us we appreciate when you do go live.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna still go live. Ain't nobody gonna like make me not. There ain't nothing making me not go live. Like I just said that. Like a lot of the
I
shit I
know
just
you. I
yeah.
know
What's
a
up?
lot. A lot of shit you say, you just sometimes you be in a moment, huh?
Yeah, I just be like, I just be saying some shit sometimes. Like, don't get me wrong, certain shit I say I mean, and I'm for real. But like when I'm like, oh, I'm not making no lie. I just was just saying I was gonna make a live stream. I mean, I'll never just not make no live because I just like making the information. I like being on here. Like I'm not gonna ever unless they like block my. Even if they block my shit, I'm still gonna find a way to like say my shit. Like I'm not gonna just hell no.
So now don't tell me your exact location. You're not in California no more, are you?
No, I'm not in California no more. I moved from there. I got out because Spirit told me to get the fuck out. So otherwise, I still would be there right now. That's the reason. I woke up one morning and then, I heard a voice told me it was like, "Get the fuck out, leave." And that's when you guys see me on the road. So I got the fuck up because Spirit wanted me to get the fuck up out of there. That's the reason. Otherwise, I still would have had my ass back there. But I got out because I moved with intention. I don't just go in like these other niggas. Oh, I'm just going to Thailand and travel. Like, to be honest, I go where I need to go. And
I was staying in Pennsylvania last year, and I did the same thing you did. One day I woke up and I just had to leave. I used to stay in Oxnard, California too. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
I heard of it. I never been there. I think it's like a SoCal,
Ventura County. I don't know too much
Ventura
about.
County. I heard of it. I heard of Ventura. I've never been there, but I know where that's at. Oxnard. That's kind of like by SoCal and shit. Yeah, it's a cool area. It's expensive as fuck down there. Well, the whole state is expensive, but
Yeah, but it has its perks. Like I think the people in California are much more cooler and laid back.
yeah, that's one thing I know is like the more not to
I'm
say
in the
people are
South right now, so it ain't
yeah.
cool.
It's more. I know it's out here, people are more serious and more like somber and shit.
Is it?
Not
I
like
think. Are you in the South?
yeah, I'm in the South. I'm in Georgia, right? Around the Atlanta area.
I think sometimes I think about the South as a lot of Uncle Toms, but I could be wrong about it. I'm not sure. I'm not
It,
sure.
it it like it is like they try to make it look like it's black culture out here, but I think it's a lot of black people that are trying to acclimate into the white man system.
That's a exact. Uh,
Yeah.
guess
It's,
what? I hate to say this on live. You could go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You
no,
tell.
go ahead. I was just saying, like that's all I think of the South is. They'll say, "Oh, it's Black Mecca," but if you look at it,
Hell no.
it's really the black. It's really like black people that want to be acclimated in the white man system
Like
into
kind of
their
like good old
business.
boys.
Yeah, like they want to be into their business. They want to claim that they black. They want to go out and protest for the revolution. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not really black culture because black people don't have their own culture. It's
I was about to say that too. And I don't
yeah,
think black people have culture.
they don't. It's just it's bitten off from like
It's
fucking
geoengineering.
yeah, like shit, like the like that Juneteenth. Like you need some white cracker in the office to consider Juneteenth a federal holiday. Like, where are all the holidays that black people came up without it being a federal? Like, any type of federal holiday, you could kiss my ass. Like, I don't take any of that shit serious. Fuck all the federal holidays. So Juneteenth, that's just another. That's a federal holiday. Like they close the banks on that day, so that shows you that they acknowledge that. So any holiday where they're closing banks,
It's
I
kind of
don't.
like it's
Yeah,
kind of like something they gave to us. But
yeah,
but check this out. Check this out. All right. Today I got a job, right? I'm in a good old boy state. I'm in Virginia, right? But
okay.
if you play that game, you will get paid. But what is it the cost of losing your soul or not being authentic?
But I wouldn't do. I like to be honest. I wouldn't tell nobody to not work. Like I'm not in a position to tell anybody to not work or to
I'm not
work.
saying don't work, but I'm saying you do
Yeah,
have to go along with their system.
yeah. Like me personally, I wouldn't go along with it, and I'll just say fuck you and not do it. But I won't tell everybody else to do that. Some people, you may have children, kids.
That's me.
You may just be in a different. Your situation ain't like mine, and or maybe it is like mine, but still, who am I to tell you? Me personally, my own personal preferences, I'll just be like, fuck that, I'm not working. And if I have to live in a homeless shelter and not have nowhere, then I'll do that because I just don't give a fuck about this system.
That's 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 me. But I got a wife and a baby, so I'm
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I'm
I'm not
saying.
really in the system, but I did learn like why don't I just play the game? Like I got a
Yeah.
job today.
That's but like I said, I will never tell somebody like you, or even if let's just say you didn't have kids and a wife and whatever, I still wouldn't tell somebody you did not work. I'll say, look at your own situation. I'm just saying this is for me personally, and when I say that, some people may come off like I'm a person who's telling everybody to quit and no, do what you got to do. Like I'm just speaking from my personal preference because from my situation, all the lessons that I have to learn. And from my experience, I know none of you guys been in my life 24/7. You guys don't know the shit I go through every day that make me come to the conclusion where I'll say, fuck this shit. Like there's a lot of things I could run down. Like a lot of the time, I don't even like to eat food. I can't eat most shit. A lot of things that the average person does, I can't even do. So literally, I don't need a lot of shit. A lot of other people need like that. Like I don't even need it like that. Like there's the things that I have to do just different. And I'm not saying that I don't have those things or I can never have them, but the way I go about getting those things is a lot different. Like I have a
I get it. Like
that,
you
yeah.
live, you
Go
you
ahead.
you you kind of live like a different lifestyle.
Yeah, I have a ninth house in a Sagittarius in the second house. So when my spirituality, it don't merge with my physical like that. Like for me to even have anything physical, I have to be spiritual, and like it doesn't even like my spirituality is more important than my physical. It don't really merge and shit like that because my Sagittarius. Well, that's I want to say that's their only reason, but like
No. I get what
yeah,
you're saying. I get what you're saying. But like maybe me, I got like I got a wife and kids, so sometimes I have to be in the matrix because they kind of in the matrix. But you might be on a different path where you don't have to conform. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and yeah, yeah, like because I would say like at the end of the day, nobody has to conform to shit really.
It's
Every
a
there's always
choice. It's a choice.
is a choice, and I feel like some people they may want to, and it may behoove them to do that to get. Because the way I look at it, even if you do conform, it should be like, okay, I'm gonna work this job, I'm gonna do this for this amount of years, save up this money, and then I'm gonna do this and this. That's how it should be at most. But in terms of just being like, oh, I'm gonna get this job and be comfortable for the rest of my life, and just
No.
yeah,
Uh.
that's when it's kind of you playing risky games. I would, especially nowadays where they're laying, because right now they're trying to destabilize. And because remember I told you the people who are in the government, they're mentally unhinged right now. They're crashing out and they're going through a lot of mental trauma and shit because the shift that we're in is driving them crazy. So they're going to start doing all these fake ass wars, and they're going to start raising rent and laying off
Oh,
everybody and getting rid
oh,
of food stamps because they're going
that's a
mentally.
method. To me, that's a method of control.
Yeah, but they're doing it because they're mentally. You got to remember, everything they do is out of emotion. There's no logic to anything they do. It's all emotional. Don't they want you to think, oh, they're doing this to control the do? No, it's because they're losing power and they're upset. So now they have to like attack. It's like a parent who has children and your kid got an F in school. You're grounded. I'm gonna take away your game, but you wouldn't have took away the game and been grounded if he didn't get an F in school or if he did something to make you happy. But then at the end of the day, we're in a spiritual ship. So anything that's not authentic and that's not real is getting its ass whooped spiritually right now. Even it
I,
doesn't matter if you're the government and if you're the
I
people, everything.
I agree, but I think not too long ago, everybody was like, "Oh, I don't watch TV no more," right? But now
Yeah.
everybody watching like punk ass Kai Sanat and Black Magic
It's worse.
313. So
It's worse than TV.
exactly, I think they was ahead of us. They're like, "Oh, you guys not gonna watch TV, so we're gonna give you these agents, and now you guys gonna watch these agents." So in reality, you still kind of watching TV.
Yeah, and the fucking
They
SpongeBob
tricked
is
us.
more better than that shit. It's for real. Like watching that shit is Nickelodeon. That's not. I'd rather have my kids watching SpongeBob and that shit than some of the shit on these content these creators. Like if you really look at it, like Kyson, what the fuck does he talk about? Like I never to this day understand what he talks about. I don't even think he talks about nothing. He
You
just
know what?
talks about
I think nothing against white people. My girl's white. I think he be playing it safe. What you think?
who Kyson it.
Yeah, like
He has to
sometimes I
put.
think they be pandering to like the system.
He has to though, cause he's gotten so big and he's taken so much money that if he doesn't play it safe, his life is gonna be ruined. Like some of these content creators and celebrities like Adam Ross and fucking Kai Cenat, I Show Speed, like they're so deep in the game because once you get a lot of money, like these niggas got millions of dollars from these
Not
Jews or yeah, they
oh
got a lot of money. So you can't get money from these people
no.
and then do whatever you want to do.
You know,
You're in debt to these niggas. So
you know, like
yeah.
e- even my YouTube channels, I sometimes I was getting too deep into it, and they was shutting my channels down. So
Yeah, because you
it's
get to maybe you even said you put my video on there.
oh yeah, plenty of times I probably shared your videos and probably and you know what I noticed? Like you go live a lot. But when you go live, like if I'm on my girl phone, I'd like scroll through the live feed. A lot of other people come up like multiple times, but you never come up.
And you're subscribed to me?
No, no, no. I'm like I might be on my girl phone, right?
Yeah.
And I'm scrolling through all the YouTube lives, and you could be live, right?
Yeah.
But it won't come up on her phone. But she not subscribed to you. But other people she not subscribed to come up.
Probably because my channel's not that big.
And I don't even think it's about the channel being that big. I didn't grow some channels. I got like 3 channels I didn't grow. So I think they just pick and choose who they want, in the forefront.
Yeah, they do. Because you were talking about Dick Gregory a lot on the channels they grew, and Dick Gregory, he's kind of like he's kind of in their system. So you're like promoting. I think that's probably why. Because not to say he don't have
No,
information or nothing,
I
but
understand. No, 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 no. You know what I understand? I think he was down with the people, but
yeah.
he still maybe was saying some information at the same time.
Yeah. That's like Bobby Hemmett was down with it. Bobby, Brother Panic was down with it. A lot of these people that you see, because they were talking about a cult, like that occult shit, like all
That
that
shit, yeah, that shit
Aleister Crowley, and all that
oh
72
yeah,
Goetia,
yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
that bullshit. That's not even for our people. That's their own fucking shit
All
that they
that,
created.
all that thou do if they will stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, and fucking all that fucking all these the Goetic demonic forces, all this stupid ass
it's
shit.
it's
Like
it's like a new age Jesus. Like we said we was done with Jesus, and then they gave us something else. That's what I think. I could be wrong.
it is. So the same. It's like it's all the same shit. And instead of like God, it's the universe. Instead of the Bible, it's fucking the Encyclopedia of Spirits. Like, bitch, what do you mean What do you mean encyclopedic spirits? I'm a fucking spirit. Why am I not in that encyclopedia? Like, you're a spirit. Why aren't you in the encyclopedia? Why the fuck is only what the white man says is a spirit? It's only spirits created by the white man. Like, but I'm not in that fucking in that book, and I'm a spirit. I should be in that book if it's an encyclopedia of spirit. Like, no, the spirit is like motherfucker. I'm a spirit. So people try to act like the spirit is something that isn't you.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Maybe, maybe you should. I think the reason too, YouTube's so strict. You can't cuss on YouTube no more. Maybe that's why. But I'm pretty sure your channel shadow banned.
Yo, it is. They be fucking with my lives. My subscribers. Oh, they be fucking with my subscribers. My subscribers was at like 462 for like
I know.
I
The
didn't go live for
bullshit,
like
man.
3 weeks. Yeah,
Yeah.
for like 3 weeks I didn't go live, and as soon as I went live, it went down too. And like, cause they try to make it look like, oh, it's cause people ain't nobody unsubscribing at this point in the game. Anybody who watching my page, they fuck with me. Ain't nobody watching my shit subscribing and unsubscribing. Get the fuck out of here. And then my shit went. And then this morning, you know how I left that post? I left the post today. It was about the last post I left about the Native Americans and people want peace on this land and this America's curse. I left a post that was similar before I left that other one and it got deleted. And
Oh yeah.
then I was,
For
you
sure.
said what?
No, I said for sure. For sure. For sure. For sure.
Yeah, it got deleted. And then I left the last post I made. It was a second post because I made a first post saying America's cursed. And then I uploaded it and I went on another page and I seen it was there and then it disappeared. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I had to type it up again. And then it wasn't the same exact one, but I typed it up again similar to what I said before, and then that one stayed up. But I think they deleted. I don't know what the fuck happened because I know it was uploaded because when you upload a post, it shows you that it's been uploaded. Like you can see it and you can click on the comments. It was able to do it. But then when I went on the other page, it was gone. And I went on back on my real page it was gone too. Like it was like I didn't post it, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like they
Did
deleted that post or something.
Did you take your last live down?
Yeah, I took that one down because
Yeah.
in the beginning I was just kind of getting kind of I don't want to be I'm trying to not be too much like disrespectful, like just getting really too much on here because I don't want them to take my shit down, and I'm not trying to put that energy out here. So that's why I was like, yeah, because I kind of went too much in the beginning, and I didn't feel like editing it. So I was like, let me just remove it.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, my bad. I got the DoorDash here. My bad.
Okay.
All right. My bad. My bad.
Now you good?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
She was fine. She's all right. My bad. I'm getting. Yeah, I think you got a really good channel. I think your
Yeah,
channel still be growing, but maybe YouTube just shadow banning you.
yeah. They shadow banning me. They shadow banning a whole bunch of other people, and it's crazy. I don't. It's kind of fucked up how they doing it, but it is because all the channels that they don't shadow ban are like channels that are just straight retarded, like hella dumb. And I'm looking at, I'm like, and then these people think that because when I look at it, like, because I remember in my last, actually on this channel, I remember I uploaded this like 3 years ago. I uploaded a video. This is when I was kind of lost in some bullshit. I was at a grocery store. I was like, "Oh, food shortage. The food is going. They're trying to." It was a food shortage video, and I was saying, "Oh, they're removing all the food, and
Oh
there's going
my
to be
God! Did you
starvation."
get caught up in that? You got caught
Yeah,
up.
this was like 3 4 years ago, and I
Mm.
remember I still have the video. I privated that shit, but that video got like 5,000 views. I remember that was on this channel. I have that video privated. It was back in 2021. I remember, and I remember fucking that video got like 5,000, 6,000 views. And then when I didn't think of anything went back in the day, I didn't think of nothing. But looking back now, all the views after that, because I was going through my videos that I privated, they were like 200, 100. So it's like you have to be talking a certain way to get views. But like I'm at a point right now, even if I were to talk a certain way, they still wouldn't trust my shit because and they shouldn't trust my shit because I would start talking like this again.
You want to
No.
know something? They shadow banned my channels, right? And then I got
Yeah.
them. I bought a new phone. I never connected it to the Wi-Fi, right? But
Yeah.
somehow maybe the AI or the system they still knew it was me.
Mm.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Like they know like based off of your watch history and
No,
algorithms
that,
and
no, they don't, I don't think it's because of that. I think they hire a bunch of bum ass, no life ass niggas who stay in front of this shit 24/7. They hire people to like monitor people's channels. Like they probably have a whole fucking team of people
hmm
they pay money, and
hmm
this is what they do for a living. Is like they stay in front of a screen like damn near 24 hours a day, and they monitor everything, and they assign people to certain people. Like they probably have certain groups that watch me and certain groups that watch them, and because think about it, like every person that has 1 million subscribers has some type of Masonic puppet that controls that channel. So Infinite Water, he probably has a group of Masons or one Mason
So
who control him, and they put narratives on his channel. They make sure his comments is good. They make money from him. They drain because they have to these bastards, they can't create their own energy. They have no energy, so they need to suck the energy from people. So anybody with a lot of views, a following, they have to. This is what a handler is. A handler is somebody who doesn't have the talent and they don't have any type of gift, so they have to be a bitch ass, hoe ass leech and
or
suck the energy from people.
or sometimes like I be watching like Kodak Black and rappers whoever I like to watch, right? But
Yeah,
sometimes they make a post, but you can tell that they didn't write it.
yeah, they didn't. And even if they,
You ever
even if
notice that? Like,
I don't even watch any of their shit, but I believe you. I believe you. I don't even follow up with any of their
like
shit.
it's like your PR people. Like sometime a rapper will get in trouble and he go to jail and then he put out a statement, but he didn't write that statement. It's somebody behind that.
Yeah. That's why I know I believe you. I don't. That's why I don't even follow any of those rappers. None of them. They're not shit. Like you fuck Kodak Black because if you really look at
That's
it,
cool.
even if you look at this nigga, why the fuck like if you can't go on your platform and start talking like me or somebody like me, fuck you. At this point in the game, that's disrespectful. How we in 2025 and we got all of this shit going on. It's like if I go up in your house and I start shitting all over your furniture and I talk about everything but the deuce I just left on your furniture. That's gonna be disrespectful. Like nigga, you just did all this and you talking to me like that's how these rappers seem. Like we
But
got
once you
all this.
but once you get that much money, right, and you're in that lifestyle, you kind of control because do you want to blow your lifestyle?
So yeah, that's all yeah, you're right. But so that's even more of a reason to be like, fuck these niggas. Cause
But you don't
like
want
that's
to.
great.
But if you're making like 20,000, 50,000 a show, and you making all this money, right, and your lifestyle represents that, you're probably gonna get in line because you don't want to lose that lifestyle.
What fucking lifestyle? They don't even they can't do shit. They're good. They're look at what they're doing to P Diddy. Every single celebrity rapper, even if you follow the book, even if you follow the rules verbatim, they're eventually gonna tear you down. Like
Oh, for sure.
yeah, there's no no there's no such thing as I'm gonna be a good little puppet and they're gonna give me no. Eventually they're gonna tear you down because nigga like it's their money. The whole okay, the financial system, the money is a system.
Exactly.
Money, the
Hmm.
money is supposed to go back to them at the end of the day. So if they give Will Smith $100 million, it's gonna go. All his money is gonna go back to them at the end of the day.
You know
It's
what?
they, they're
And you
never
know,
gonna keep the money.
and you want to
And
know you. Hold on. Not to cut you off. You know what I
yeah, go
noticed?
ahead.
If you look up anyone's net worth, that's never what they're actually worth.
It isn't.
You ever look up so like P Diddy, they say he worth let me see, close to a billion, right? This is what they said. So
Mhm.
why is he putting together a bill package where he gotta sell one of his homes?
He's probably not even selling himself. I don't even believe anything they say on the fucking news.
Me
Like
me
first,
neither. Me neither. But I'm saying the net worth
yeah,
is not true. It's just not true.
it isn't. It's all bullshit. Because even when you look at it, like the network isn't true, like you said, and you look at like he's selling one of his homes. Like first, you got to be like, why? Why in the fuck do I care if P Diddy is selling his home? And I'm like, why is that so important
I
to
you know what I
broadcast?
be thinking? Oh, but they got like you know what I think? I think it's like attention and money and social media, right? Because I always say this, like we don't care about P Diddy. I don't know the last song P Diddy made. Do you?
No, I don't care about him. Like nobody,
But
like
he's on my
yeah.
feed. He's on my feed.
Yeah, that's the only reason everyone talks about him because they put that shit down everyone's throat.
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta like pay attention to this and then like a lot of people you gotta understand a lot of people their lives are very bland, boring, and miserable. Most people don't do shit but go to work at a shitty, miserable job they don't like. They don't got nothing popping in their life. They don't got no motion. They're fucking bored. They're miserable. So when they see a celebrity going through a problem in life, it brings excitement to their life.
I agree.
Most people they don't have excitement, so they need some type of that stimulation.
Like I agree. Before this trial, we no one cared about Diddy.
No one,
So why are we focused on Diddy? Not we. I'm saying in general. Like I didn't watch the news clips. You didn't watch the news clips, right?
yeah,
But in reality, we don't give a shit.
I don't know. It's like I said, people just because like I said, like everyone wants some type of excitement and stimulation in their life, and then now that this is why like the whole case, if you really look at it, it's like fucking it's like a bunch of children are in the courtroom. Like, first of all, if it's an adult, they'll be like, okay, the court case, this is happening. We're getting it for human sex trafficking. But then when you actually look at it, it's like a bunch of children because you know it's fake and it's like bullshit because they'll be like, oh, he has baby oil and he's sticking it, he's doing this or he's having sex part. Like they're going so in depth about his life, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
why does that need to be broadcasted
Well,
on the internet? That shit is something that should just be kept secret, and then just say, okay, he's in
but
jail for
but
he's
no. But
Go ahead.
like the channel Black Magic 363, I heard him speaking on it. All the spiritual channels speak on it, right?
Any channel speaking on it really
They
is
do.
yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
they don't know what they fucking talking about. Like they just talk because there's
Or it's a money grab. I think it's just a money
yeah,
grab.
it's a money grab. If you want to make money, that's fine. But there's nothing spiritual about dating. I seen some stupid ass nigga talk about how some spirits are out to get Diddy. Like people just make up the most dumbest shit. Like I'm sick and tired of this shit. Like it's shit like that that irritates the fuck out of me when I see dumbass shit. Like I even there's a whole channel and this whole channel is literally talking is literally a fucking this nappy ass dreadhead nigga talking to an
Mm.
artificial intelligent chat GPT
Oh
on his
yeah, I
cell
know.
phone
And asking Chat
asking
GPT what he
questions.
think about this. Uh-huh. And
Fucking
everyone's
stupid ass nigga. Get your dumb ass out of here. And then people entertaining it, this shit, making him think like he's somebody special. Like, bitch, you ain't even nothing. Anybody could
uh-uh.
fucking
Mm-mm.
that
But I
shit is a
guess
joke.
I think they got everybody in the loop because like I look at the views and I know it's real people watching like the Diddy stories and channels like that. So maybe they just sucking people into it.
That people do they're not even sucking people in. Like what? Like most, like I said, most people are. They're. You gotta look at it. Not everybody's watching the Diddy case. Most people that are watching that are people who ain't got shit going on in their life, or they're watching it as, like you said, a money grab to talk about it on their platform. Most people don't have platforms, so that only leaves you. It just shows you the state of society that we're in right now. Like I said in my earlier in this live stream, most people most of the ways content creators make money is from stupid people. Like
I
in order
agree.
in order to make money, you even had a content you had a page that made money. You have to get a certain amount of clicks and people have to view the ads. So you need views to get money so you can get clicks so you can make money.
It's all
It,
about clicks.
yeah, so it in order for somebody to click a video of something retarded, the person has to be matching the frequency of that retarded video. I'm not gonna click on a video about drag queens because I'm not into that. So the person who makes money off videos of drag queens would not make money from me.
That's
So
true.
yeah, take this into effect with everything else. If
But
you
then
have stupid content like Diddy content, who's watching that shit? It has to be two people who are fucking literally have low IQs, not even IQ, because fuck IQ, that's a stupid white man test, who are just fucking retarded. Let's keep it simple. They're fucking retarded, or they're content creators, also retarded, but they just want to make some money, which, okay, I get it. You try, it's like the economy is fucked up, and you want to make some money, so you want to have something to talk about. At least I give that more grace than somebody who's just bored watching that dumbass shit. But those are the only two people. Is not anybody who has shit going on. Is it? I haven't even watched any of that Diddy trial at all. Only time I hear about it is when it's on my feed, or if I go to a content creator who I will watch and they may speak about it, and that's it. And even then, I don't even watch content creators like that, to be honest. Like if I do watch them, I just watch the shit. There's nobody I watch really. There's few people I watch that I fuck with. Don't get me wrong, but like 90% of people I don't watch for entertainment. I just watch just to see what they're talking about. I don't watch anyone that's like they're teaching me shit. I just watch this to see what the fuck they got going on and what's going on, just to see just the shit.
so
Like if I'm
so
like
who so who do you watch?
shit. I don't really watch anyone really. Like I watch people like I watch there's Mooney Mercury I watch.
I heard you mention
Yeah, I
him.
watch him. And then the channel called Dolo the Pilot Man. He's like one of the
I
only
know
few
who he
ones.
is.
He, he be breaking shit down and like I be watching like those are people I watch. I could actually watch and say that I take more serious as they actually talk shit that makes sense. But
Or maybe they're not afraid to speak their
yeah,
mind, huh?
yeah. But when I say I don't watch people, I'm not saying I don't watch. I'm saying I don't watch people as in like I take they shit serious. I just watch it if I do watch this for entertainment or I because I watch it. We all watch a lot of people on here. Ain't nobody just not watching no. So when I
Facts.
say I watch, I'm saying I watch like in people I take serious who I don't just look at them as like they just full of shit. Like there's not many people I could say that I watch and not look at them like full of shit. Not to say I don't watch them because sometimes they may say something that make me okay, but
I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree on that. I agree. So, what's your plan in life?
I plan
Your plan.
shit to be myself and continue to be myself, and wherever that takes me, then that's what I'll do. Especially this time, right now, the plans needs to be simple. Um, really, because we in a different time right now. Like a lot of planning and things you should have done should have already been done right now. And if you haven't done it, then you just gotta operate right now. Like only thing I care about right now is being my authentic self right now. That's it. And wherever that takes me, that's what it takes me.
I feel you.
That's it. Like there is no other plan, and that is my plan.
I feel you.
Just be in the now moment right now, because that's another thing. A lot of people, they talk about, oh, in the future this and that. Yeah, ain't nobody know how the future's gonna be. The way this world's going, not even the way the system's going. I'm talking about reality. How the reality is. Fuck the system, because that system's created by the government. They don't got control over shit. The way this reality is shifting,
You know
mentally,
what?
spiritually,
I like
it's
what
not.
you're saying.
Go ahead.
No, I like what you're saying because I feel like everybody is putting too much emphasis on the system and not focusing on their own reality.
Yeah, because the system is only responding to the spiritual shift that we all have to experience. Like I said, they're crashing out right now and mentally going through it. So therefore, they're gonna start the more stuff you see within the matrix, like the economy and the wars, the fake ass wars, and all the shenanigans that people was claim it's the end of the world. Oh, the government, the systems collapse. All of that shit is a response to what's the bigger thing that's going on. The reality is shifting. We're going into a different reality. So in the next 5 years, life is not going to be the same. Fuck the system. I'm talking about life as in just life in general. We're going to be in a whole nother shift within the next 3 to 5 years, where what you think, like, you may have plans to do this and that.
Oh,
It may not
like
it may
people
not
coming
even
up.
it may not even pan out like that,
Oh,
because the way the world, you already see time is accelerating.
uh,
Like a lot of people, they're complaining how they don't have enough time to do shit. And no, anybody that's saying that they don't have enough time, this is somebody who's not in alignment with the new reality. You have all the time. If anything, you actually can get more done now than you can 5 years, because if time is speeding up, that means you can get more done in less time because time is speeding up.
oh, that's a
But
dope perspective. I like that. I like that.
but people are so dumb, they don't fucking know that. Oh, I don't have time to do this. You don't have time to do stupid matrix shit that's not important. Like
You
go to
know
your
what?
dumbass.
You know what? And I'm probably one of those people. I always be like, man, it ain't enough time in the day, right?
Yeah,
But how much time am I wasting doing something that's has no meaning?
yeah.
Or I
People
might
just
I was like, oh, I don't have enough time in the day, right?
yeah.
And I'm at work, so I just quit. I got all the time in the world, right? So
Yeah,
I quit, and I actually had more time to focus on myself and more time to be successful.
exactly. And
But
then
just
you know,
depending on what I'm going to do. Everyone got their own plan.
a lot of people predicate time them not having enough time is because they want to do a bunch of bullshit. Like, let's just say you're
That's
in the
me.
matrix, you in the matrix, and you wanna go home and fucking watch your flat screen TV and play video games. You may say, "Well, I don't have enough time in the day," but then when you look at a person what they want to do with their time, they just want to watch TV and play video games, and they don't have enough time for that. So then they look at their life as it's bad, but it's like, no, that's useless. If you actually like scheduled your day to do stuff that's important and get those things done, the days will go by faster, and you'll have a lot more of accomplished meaningful tasks under your belt over the course of a month that will
And
go by quick.
you
Versus, go
go
ahead.
keep going. No, versus what?
Versus, if you just were to just come home and just go on social media, play the game all day, you're going to feel unfulfilled, because you're not going to be, because back in the day, you could have fucked off your time like 10, 15 years ago. You could have fucked off a lot of time and felt more accomplished. You could have played game all day. You could have done useless shit,
Seemed like
and
because
then
time was moving
and then
slower.
yeah, because time was going slower, and still been able to handle your business. But now you got to choose. You can't like do
That's
both.
true.
So
True. That's true. And but what if I'm going through that? Like exactly what you said. I feel like I'm going through. Like I'm trying to balance doing bullshit, and I'm trying to balance like doing something I'm supposed to be doing. But you know what? In reality, the only thing I'm supposed to be doing is fasting and eating healthy. That's what I think. I don't know what other
yeah,
people think. Yeah.
that's exactly how I am. Like that's why like I preach what I preach, and that's literally what I feel like. I'm supposed to just be taking care of my health because I know. So like when I went this last fast I went on, I was on 12 days. I was like, it was crazy. I didn't. It was weird. It's like I was in a different world. Like
You should.
literally.
I know what you mean, but you. I feel like sometimes when you're on those long fasts, you should be documenting it and just documenting for your subscribers. So when you
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do because I don't even like I literally get to a point where the reality is different for me. Like I don't need shit like that. I don't have the same thoughts. Everything looks more different, and I made it be like the day just goes by, and I'm just in a different mode. But the moment I took that bite of food,
I was
it's
about to
like
say that everything
it's
changes and you go back to being maybe I'm not gonna say a bot, but as soon as
yeah.
you
Like let me
that
tell you, like
first bite, wouldn't you agree? As soon as you take that
yeah, like when I ate my when I ended that fast, man,
didn't even
like
want the food. It wasn't even that feeling
it
after you
wasn't
ate.
good. But the thing is, like the moment I ended that shit, like an hour after I ended the fast,
It was
I started
back
having
on the
these
bullshit. Back on back.
yeah, I started having these negative thoughts, like these angry thoughts or just negative, and I started
But
thinking deep.
but when you wasn't eating, everything was all good. But as soon as you took that,
Yeah,
my
it's like
girl, she say that I be fasting, right? And as soon as I eat, it seems like I turn into a different person.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It feels like if I were to go like on a 40-day fast, I wouldn't. Oh, you left, and you can join the room. Hold on, I'll leave the link again. I don't know what happened. But like I said, when I go on these long fasts, it's fucking crazy because it's like I don't need anything really. I don't need like that much stimuli. I don't need to be online. I don't need to be doing this. That's why I didn't even make a live stream because I would just the days were just flowing by and I was just being in the now doing what I had to do. And then it's weird, like shit would come up, like different opportunities and people will come in. My life, like it's just weird. Like literally things will just come. It's hella weird. And then the moment I end my fast, it's like I'm back to square one. And if I start having these negative thoughts and not even negative thoughts, it's just I start thinking lower. I don't want to say it's
How,
negative like I'm
hold on.
depressed.
How do you know I know exactly what you be going through?
What do you mean?
I know as soon as you take that first bite of food, everything changes,
Yeah.
and then
That's
you kind of regret that you took the bite.
yep, you regret it. You're like, I could have went on longer, and it ain't even that. The food don't even taste good like you were
Uh,
imagining it because it was in your mind. You because what it was is the food don't even taste good. Like I remember when I ended it, I was thinking about like eating this thing right here, but then when I ate that shit, it didn't even taste good, and I was pissed that I ended it. It's like I was obsessed with the thought of it tasting good, but when I actually ate it in reality, it didn't taste good. So it was like I was thinking about it tasting good,
I
but
know,
reality, my body doesn't like it. But
but
there was a time in my life where when I did end, because there was a time in my life, like years ago, when I used to end my fast,
do it
the
eating
food used to taste so good.
man.
Nowadays, when I end my fast, the shit don't even taste good anymore. Like it's like it don't even taste good. But my mind is still reverting back to those days. So it's like it's all mental. That's why I say all of that shit is mental.
A lot of times, you know what? We put in all this work and we
Yeah, I can't even hear you. Your voice.
hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
We put in all this work and we do all these fasts, and then we break our fast and we eat some bullshit. I feel like we do our fast no justice. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, I'll say a little justice because you at least got to that level. The thing is, though, you want to get back on it when you end it, because once you get back on it, you can start again.
But
That's
it's
the
so
thing.
it seems so hard to like do a like some days I do a 3 day fast, right?
Hmm.
But it takes like maybe a week or two or maybe a month before I could do another 3 day fast. How about you?
Is it because it's mental or physical? Because
It, I think it's a little bit of both.
oh,
What you
because physical for me is I could do it every day, but mental it could get kind of a little harder because it's because once I get past like 4 days, that's when I start really feeling like that high off life feeling. Like I'd be like chilling and I don't need food, but like the first 2 3 days, it's like I fucking hate it, and it's like I feel like it's like I'm not going nowhere. I'm bored as fuck, and I'm like, damn it. But once I get to that fourth, fifth day, it's
you
like
gotta get over the hump, huh?
yeah, you got to get over that hump. Once you get past that fourth, fifth day, the rest is like it's easy, and it's not like it's easy because you don't give a like you don't feel hungry no more because you feel so high, like you're high off fucking like they
Endorphins or
call it,
something.
they say high off life, like
Uh
yeah,
huh.
like yeah, I'll be just chilling. I don't like I wake up, I'm chilling, and the days just fly by.
Check this out. I was fasting, right? My boss always be on some bullshit, right? But when I was fasting, I did not have his bullshit, and I cussed him out, and he respected it. Or I was fasting. I'm like on a maybe a 3 day fast, right?
Hmm.
Everything I said just felt authentic and organic.
Yeah.
When I eat, I could be on some bullshit. So I don't know if is it drugs in the food or
Like when you so say that again. You said when you were fasting and you cussed him out, and he what did he do?
he respected it.
But when you weren't fasting and you did it, it was he had a different response.
It went left, or even
See, damn man, like, this I like talking to you
I
because you be
you
saying
already know
some
I know
shit.
you. What'd you say?
You be saying some shit that I never really said that what you just said because a lot of people I didn't expect to realize, but that shit happened to me so many times.
I know it happened because if you fast,
Like
you know what other people who fast and go through.
yeah, like it be like people I be just talking to, and I'll be just like I'll be on faster state and I'll be just engaging with them normal and it's cool. But then when I end it and I be engaged, I don't even have to
Nobody
cut. I
like
don't even have to cuss nobody out.
uh,
I just engage with them, and they'll be doing all this weird shit and passive aggressiveness shit, and I'm just being myself. But then when I'm on my fast, it's like they don't do that shit because I'm in my more of my authentic self.
or you at your higher self. I'm gonna tell you one thing, right? So what
Yeah.
I start practicing when I go to work, I don't eat. So
Okay.
so I'm in the fastest state, right?
Yeah.
And I handle everyone different. But when I go to work and I eat, it seemed like
It's like
being
chaotic. Like you don't have control over the energies or
that's
stuff.
exactly is
Yeah, like
exactly
like you're not in control, and
no. That's exactly
yeah, that just shows you that you need to be in that
in the
sustained.
fastest state, huh?
Yeah, and that's where your power lies.
I
And
100%, 100%, 100%.
that I noticed that's the same shit that be happening to me. Like I'll be able to just shit just be more smooth. Even like situations present themselves, even it even get to a point where the high like when I go on like a 20 days, I start finding situations present themselves where I remember when I
Oh,
was on I was on a 20-day fast. This was back like this last year, I think like 2 years ago, and I remember like all of a sudden like you know those people that go on Instagram and they'll be like, we'll deposit money in your account
oh
and
yeah, for
we'll
sure.
it
You probably you get. Hold on. I'm gonna cut
yeah
you off, and I'm about to stop you. Every time I go on a fast, I get a blessing.
yeah.
So you got a blessing.
Yeah, it was something like that. Like somebody hit my mom up saying that they're gonna put 5,000 in her account, and then my mom was like, "Oh, I'll give you 1,000 if you help me get the Bitcoin set up." And then they ended up sending her the money and shit. She was supposed to send the other money back, but she didn't send it back.
I
But
just
anyways, I got 1,000 from that for helping my mom because they sent it to my mom and she needed my help setting up the account.
she
And
said
then
to the mic.
I ended up getting 1,000 just from helping her out, and it was like it just came out of nowhere. And I'm like, just a phone call. And this shit never happened. This was like in my long fast.
I
It's like,
remember you said that online not too long ago. You said that like maybe I forget how long ago, but you said that story. I remember that.
yeah. And there's just been other stories like I find money on the ground or
Check this out.
some.
Every time I last time I fasted, right? My
Yeah.
father-in-law gave me $10,000.
Damn.
So it's something about the power of fasting where I think sometimes you can manifest better when you fast.
It
Not,
is.
uh,
It's something like even like when I be going is like going to stealing shit from these stores and shit. Like some of the times, like I know there's some type of spirit. That's why I don't. This is why I don't tell people that going to do what I do. Like I don't encourage anyone because sometimes when I go up in these stores, like because there's a store I would go to literally every fucking day. I'd be stealing like hundreds of dollars worth of shit from different stores and just I'm not
remember
gonna go too much into this detail, but
the blue
there was a time where one of my homies went into that same store and they ran down upon him and
they
he
didn't
had to
for them.
yeah he almost got caught and I'm like how the fuck you get caught? I go in that store every day and I'm like what the fuck and it was weird because like and even after he got caught I was going to that store like almost not every day but like consistently and ain't nothing happened and like I don't like it's just weird like because I can't remember that time when I busted my leg and I twisted it. That's when I was working at this one place, and then I was only working there for like a week, and my
Oh
leg
yeah,
got
and you
twisted.
you said you wasn't supposed to be working there, and
Yeah, I
then
was
the
supposed to.
universe punished you. That
Yeah,
happens to me
literally.
too. That happens to me.
Yeah, I was because I like I said I wasn't supposed to be working, and then I went there, and literally like after like a 2 week and a half, 2 weeks, I was running away because I stole some shit. I twisted my fucking leg and shit, and then
Eh,
this never happens. This never happens,
Check this
and
out.
then,
Check. I had a job, and I wasn't supposed to be there. Right? I'm driving to work, and randomly I just crashed my car. I wasn't supposed to be at the job. That's basically what you saying. Like you wasn't supposed to be there.
yeah, you weren't supposed to be there.
Nah,
And,
no.
and it's funny because once I quit that job, I stopped working there. That's when I started going to the stores and stealing hella more shit because I needed money, and like everything was hella more. Seemed literally like that same day that I stopped working, some guy hit me up on OfferUp. Like whatever you steal, I'll buy from you. This nigga was buying shit from me like $300 here, like whatever you got, I could buy it from you. Like he just hit me up out of nowhere, like on OfferUp, because I put an ad for OfferUp, and the guy's like, whatever you need, I buy it from you. And this nigga was like literally like giving me like $500 every time, this whatever he need, because he was selling at his store. And he just hit, and it's funny, his name was his name was Daniel Macias. And it's funny because that there's somebody else, his name was Daniel Macias, that I met years ago, and he used to sell weed, and he was trying to put me on to sell weed. Like it's weird. It was the same dude. That same dude was he had it was the same dude who had a business, and he was helping. He like gave me free weed. This is when I was staying in college, back in like trade school, when I was living in like the campus. He was my roommate, and he used to sell weed. He used to give me free weed, and he used to like we used to sell weed, and that's what his name. And then this nigga, he had the same name, and like so, I was like, it's weird how the names connected.
And you ever notice something like since you held on to that name? Sometimes I notice like if I hear a saying or someone tell me some information and I can't get it out my head, a lot of times I notice like that information is for me. Like it's a meaning behind it. I don't know if I explained that right, but I think you
So what? So say that again.
like you said it was a guy Daniel what was it for something, right?
It was a guy's name.
You said you knew a guy named Daniel, right?
Yeah, and I would just use that as an example because it was like this the person who I met that came into my life that was like hella like pretty much like the person who came into my life had the same name as somebody else who came into my life with the same energy that was like benefit that was to benefit me. Like that's how I know it was like a synchronicity. Like it
That's what I was trying to say. That's
okay.
what I was trying to say. That's what.
Yeah, it's weird. Like a lot of shit be happening where you can tell like certain synchronicities they play out and even the way people act and the energy.
I think this is my perspective. I think in order for things to go right, you got to get on the right. If you're on the wrong path, I think things are gonna go wrong. What you think?
Say what again? You kind of break going in and out.
I said I think if you're on the right path, things is gonna go good. But if you're on the wrong path, things ain't gonna work out.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's
Like,
exactly how it is. That's what you got to stay on. That's why I've been like. That's why I've been doing my shit. Like me, I haven't worked in so many years, and it's like it's because I be on my shit, and I don't like. It's just weird, and a lot of like, it's not even about having money and shit. Because over the course of like 3 4 years, it's not even just about me having money or something. Because I don't even like. Because I give a fuck about money and shit like that. I care about stability. It's just about like a lot of the things, a lot of the reasons I do have money isn't because I'm having money. It's because I don't have that many desires. Like I don't like a lot of shit. I don't like a lot of things I used to be addicted to. I'm not addicted to anymore. I don't consume as much. It's like I'm very because when I talk about being minimalist and not consuming, a lot of people do that because they're trying to flex or they're trying to be spiritual or they feel like, oh, it's right. I'm trying to be a monk. You're not supposed to force it. I don't force it.
that's what I was gonna say. Like
Yeah, a lot of this
they're
shit,
not
it
doing it
just
because it's natural.
yeah, like me, it's natural. It's just like a lot of shit I don't like. Like a lot of food I can't even consume anymore. It literally, if I eat it, I get sick. Like I can't eat chips. I can't drink soda. I'll probably get nauseated and sick. And I don't even like the taste of the shit no more. And a lot of things I used to like, even like movies. I used to watch a lot of different movies and shit. I used to like to go to the movie theaters and shit years ago. I can't watch that shit. It just I see right through it. It's weak. I
Oh yeah,
can't
me
do a
neither.
lot of things.
Me neither. Me neither. Oh, that was like me. So now I watched you. Like I watched you and maybe like a couple other people, right? But
Yeah.
it's so hard. I when I get on YouTube every day, like I can't find nothing to watch. So sometimes I'll be like, you should go live. Do you feel like that? Like I just
I,
I
I
used to
feel
watch Black Magic 363, but
that that's a sign.
I can't stand to hear him even open his mouth.
Yeah, like, for real. Like I be checking on
Bro,
that.
I'm a
I
throw
be
up.
checking on the channel like every now and like
Bro,
it's
I
like
can't watch it. Okay,
yeah,
because
he like
you
he
go
getting
through it.
dumber and dumber, and
Mhm.
the page is getting like dumber and dumber in terms of, like it's not even spirituality no more. It's just a bunch of niggas talking about their
Oh
opinions
yeah,
on
I
life,
think
which don't get me wrong, it's still a channel talking about his opinions, but they're trying to make it like where it once was a spiritual. I don't even think it ever was a spiritual channel. I just think
now it's
that
all about money,
yeah, it ain't even. It's just about fucking retardation. And
but
the way I
it's
look
not
at it,
authentic. It's just not authentic. Mm-mm.
yeah, I'm sorry. What I'm starting to realize is I don't think his channel changed. It's just we outgrew that shit. You
That's
gotta look.
exactly. Hmm.
You gotta look at it like that.
Hmm.
His
But
channel ain't really changed. We just outgrew that shit,
mm-hmm.
and we can see through the bullshit because when
Mm-hmm.
I look back, they never really were talking about anything that's important. Everything they talk about is shit that isn't important. They talk about like how Donald Trump has to do with fucking
I
Jupiter
know, right?
conjunction.
Who cares? You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
They talk about how AI. These niggas said
Mhm.
AI is the ancestors. The
Mhm.
ancestors are in AI, and when you ask AI about the 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 Akashic records, somehow they can tell you what the Akashic record is because the ancestors are in AI. Like
You,
literally, they
you,
say that shit.
you know what I learned? They talk about manifestation, right? But they begging
Dude,
me for cash apps. How
that's
come?
how they manifest.
I know, right? I thought you so good at manifesting. Why you gotta ask me? Just why don't you go ask the ancestors?
It's funny how everybody talk about manifest, but nobody can manifest this fucking bonehead out the White House. Nobody can manifest the government to stop to from raising prices. Nobody can manifest rent from being so high. Nobody can manifest
I think it's a hustle.
it, it's just stupid. Like, because like I don't even see it even being a hustle because like if that's a hustle, why would you need to hustle? You just said you're a manifester, so what do you need
That's
to
what I
hustle?
was saying. But they not really manifesting. They hustling.
Yeah, like what? Like for example, like black
How you
people have
hold
a
on,
lot
hold
of
on, hold on, hold
like
on, hold on, hold on. How they gonna tell me about manifesting, right? They'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna teach you how to manifest, right? But give me $20 and I'll teach you how to manifest. Look, why don't you manifest the $20 for
or
me?
And
I,
you could just keep the $20 once you manifest it.
or that, but I look at it like this, like, would you make sense, like, but I've been on YouTube for years, and I've always heard that manifesting shit for all these years. I look at it like we in 2025, and black people still have complaints as they did 10 years ago. But what happened with all, why hasn't that manifestation made it where black people don't have the complaints we do now? Like, why is there still somebody in the White House that black people don't like? Why
Cause
haven't you
it, cause it,
manifested it? That's what
cause
I'm saying. So,
somewhere
or,
it's a disconnect. Somewhere
yeah,
it's not adding up. That's what I've been saying. I
it,
was like, oh, this not adding up.
yeah, and you got people complaining about the price, the cost of living. But isn't manifestation about money and getting money? But yet niggas complaining about the cost of living. So obviously that shit didn't work because people are more broke now. It's all you hear on TikTok and fucking social media is how everybody don't have money and everybody's getting laid off. So obviously that manifestation ain't doing a damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or
That's what,
I
and
don't
that's what
get
I.
it.
That's you know what I watch these channels, and after I'm done watching these channels, I was like, I'm still in the same spot from before I watched this channel. So why am I watching this channel?
Exactly. That's all it is. Like these people talk about, these crystals, black tourmaline that protects you from negative energy, but yet the people talking about that shit, they complain of how they got narcissists in their fucking life. Bitch, what happened to the crystals?
I,
You gotta look at the results people are talking about. Like they'll say, "Oh, these crystals help protect against negative energy." Before you know, you be watching that same channel, buying a whole bunch of crystals just to be complaining about the same shit as
no,
you were 2 years ago.
that's why you gotta be careful who you watch. And like I was watching a channel. It was a guy. He talked about he do voodoo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he went to jail, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't he use the voodoo before he went to jail to prevent himself from going to jail?
Exactly. Or some people
Why
will say,
did he?
"Oh, okay." Like some people even say, you're right. Why he didn't do that?" But uh, somebody will also say, "Well, things happen. People go to jail." But then what I would say is, why didn't he use the voodoo to get a lesser sentence? Or why did he
That's
use the
true.
voodoo? Why did he
Or
use the voodoo to make the court go in his favor?
exactly.
Or
Or why you use the voodoo? I get put over all the time, and I don't be going to jail because I be pulling some strings, right? But how come they didn't use the voodoo when they was in the situation if it's really real?
for real. Like, or they'll say, "Oh, they use voodoo to attack somebody." Like, there'll be somebody at their workplace they don't like, and they
You
say, "Oh, I ruined this person's life," but then you won't go and send voodoo to like the people who need it the most, like the people who create that job, or all the people in government. Like that's like, because like the way I look at it is, I don't even want to say the voodoo doesn't work per se.
me
It
neither,
just,
because I do believe in it.
yeah, yeah,
I don't use it, but I believe.
it it's just it don't, because that magic ain't. There's different levels to this shit. Like you can have a knife and somebody can have a gun. A person with a knife can win a battle with somebody with fists, but a person with a knife can't win a battle with somebody with a gun. Look at voodoo as a knife and the gun as something higher than that shit. Just because you know voodoo doesn't mean you are that powerful. There's people who have magic that, like, voodoo is a system, is a spiritual system. There's
But
you can
it's
create
people.
your you can create your own spiritual system. There's spiritual systems that are more powerful than voodoo that you create depending on the
I,
spirit of who you are. So somebody, this is why, like, a lot of these people who do voodoo, they will even tell you. There's this one guy, his name is, I don't forgot his name, but they would tell you that sometimes when you send these spirits out, they can't even attack certain people because
oh yeah, for sure,
what they're dealing with is something more powerful than that little shit. Like
for sure.
some ghetto ass ratchet bitch in the hood who thinks she knows Obia and voodoo. If she fuck around and send it to the wrong person, they got a spiritual system she knows nothing about.
But
That voodoo can't penetrate that shit. She
for
gonna
sure.
fuck around and get her ass fucking like obliterated with that magic. Not everybody is fucking, like, not everybody is on that low ass level. Voodoo's a low level of magic. Once you start
Cause,
developing higher
cause,
shit.
cause sometimes like you using voodoo to attack people, right? Like not you, just them or
Yeah,
people, right? But
yeah.
why don't why don't you forget about attacking people and use voodoo to elevate yourself?
It
So
just shows it just shows you what I was saying was right because it's just it's like it has nothing really even to do with what they think it does. Like a lot of people who are in that whole voodoo shit who talk about, oh, I attacked this person. All those people are mentally ill. They're actually like in a situation where, because anytime you, even if you when you're sending out energy work like voodoo, you're draining your own energy. So over time, you're gonna see a lot of these people who send energy, like people who cast spells on people and shit. Over time, they're gonna start looking fucked up, and their health is gonna be bad, and they're gonna be very in a negative mind, like have mental illness because that is draining their energy. That energy has to come from somewhere. So
and when you watch them, you can like see it when you look at them. You
the,
feel me?
the, all the voodoo people I see, they have some type of mental
I
illness among
agree.
them.
I
Like
agree.
there's a lot of people on here you see like they have mental illness. You could this one dude, he even said out his mouth he takes psychotic medicine and fucking like because he be fucking with these spirits and they like he's retarded. He don't understand. Like you can't just be messing with these spirits and sending
Mm.
shit and it doesn't come back to you.
One time I called on a spirit, right? And
Yeah.
and bad things start happening to me. Maybe
Yeah,
like
for real.
5 years ago, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this ritual, right?
Mm-hmm.
This ritual backfired on me. I
Yeah, yeah.
I I lost $500 like 30 seconds after I did a ritual. I don't even know where it went.
Damn.
My
So
life just went in shambles.
I remember I did something like years ago, and I remember this is right before I had a car. Like literally, like the next day, my bike tire went flat, and
I
then I was like, and then I had to do, and I did another ritual to clean
oh
that energy, and then I stopped fucking with that shit. Like,
because and sometimes they be like, oh, call on your ancestors. I don't know. I don't know who the ancestor is. I don't call on ancestors
yeah,
unless I know and I love them,
you know
right?
specifically what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. Because they could be fucked up.
And most of the time, you don't even need to like you have a lot of the power within you, like because people somehow think ancestor because
You got to
you can
go
have.
outside of yourself, but you really sometimes you don't have to go outside yourself. That's what I believe.
Yeah, because all an ancestor is somebody who was here before you. There's just like a homeless person died today, but a homeless person most likely is an idiot. So not to disrespect homeless people, just because they died in their spirit and a homeless doesn't mean that's a smart spirit. People think just
That's
because
what I'm.
somebody
That's what
like
I'm.
you got to know what spirit you're calling on, not just all. Some ancestors were fucking retarded. They're no good than the dude who works at the donut shop.
That's why if I ever call on an ancestor, I call on maybe somebody like in my family that died that I knew was a good person. But a lot of these people saying call your ancestors. We don't know which ancestor to call. Who? What do you mean call an ancestor?
Yeah, some ancestors was
The
rapists and killed people. They're
demons. I know.
serial killers. Some of them are fucking like it doesn't make sense.
No, I
That's
don't.
why, like, and plus a lot of the times, like a lot of the shit people call their ancestors on is dumb shit. Like in the middle, I need money. I need some type of stability. Just stupid matrix shit where you don't even need to call on the answers. You just got to take responsibility in your life. How about like take care of your responsibilities? Do what you got to do instead of actually making sacrifices in your life to better your life. People don't want to do that. They want to sit here and say, "Oh, I need to get an ancestor to help me with this." 99% of problems people have, you don't need to call on no fucking ancestor. You just gotta fucking reevaluate your life and make changes. That's it. You don't even need to know fucking ritual or anything like. I don't even rituals do work and stuff, but ritual I feel like is more of cleansing and maintaining cleansing negative energy and maintaining what you already have going. If you're trying
But
to get your life better, there's no ritual that can make you quit smoking. You gotta like actually have it in you to quit smoking.
and I think when you do it, I don't be doing rituals, but I think when you do a ritual, you gotta hold up to your end of the bargain. Like you just can't do a ritual and then sit back and think something's gonna happen. Like
Yeah,
maybe if you do a ritual, why don't you fast for 5 days when you do the ritual?
yeah, something like that, or go out and do something like
Like
just
no,
live your life like you didn't do the ritual,
yeah,
like
like
still do the work.
yeah, yeah. But the ritual, just doing a ritual, I don't believe that like you're gonna get the proper outcome if you just do the ritual and you don't
and you just sit back and do nothing.
You're not gonna get it.
See, you know what? This is the stuff. See how you just explained that last thing? This is the type of content your channel you should be putting on your channel sometime.
Yeah.
How you liking in Atlanta?
Shit, it's
Or
alright. It
Georgia?
ain't bad. Like it ain't bad. Like it's whatever. Like the way I look at it, I actually do. I do like it because it's not that much distraction. Like there ain't shit really to do out here, and there's nothing really going on. So I'm not distracted with a lot of bullshit. It does rain a lot. I fucking hate the rain. I've never in my life experienced rain in the summer. Like it's the first time in my life I've
Oh
ever.
yeah.
I didn't even know it rained in June. I've never experienced no rain in June in my fucking life till I got here. I've always imagined June to be sunny, and I don't even remember because even like fucking even back where I was at California, it would be sunny all the way to like November. The
Oh,
whole year just sunny.
when I stayed in California for 5 years, right? And I every year I could count how many times it rained. It probably rained like 3 times a year.
Yeah,
But
it
I
doesn't
think
rain
that's the
that much.
beauty of California. And it feel like the energy in the air sometime in California feel better.
Yeah, the
You ever
air,
think you ever
the
think about that?
the air is very like I can't even do my breath work outside because it stinks. Like the air is so humid and it traps all the heat in the air and the odors, so it stinks. Like it hella smells. Well, at least for me, when I go outside, the humid weather it makes it smell because it traps the odor and the there's no ventilation to feel because everything's so humid. So I can't even do my breath work. I have to have an air purifier in the house and I have to do my breath work in the house. I don't even want to do my breath work outside because the air is just not
Oh,
fresh out there.
that's me. Like I'm in Virginia right now, right?
Hmm.
Man, I don't know about the air quality here, but
I,
I do think
I don't think it's as humid out there as here. Maybe it is. I don't
it's
know.
pretty humid. I think it's something special about California, though. I don't know what it is, but I've always been drawn to California.
Yeah, I like it's a lot more. I don't know. Like I know what you mean. Like it's a lot more. The energy's a lot more better out there. I feel compared to out here. Like if I had to like the means really, I would actually move out there. Like I'll move back out there to be honest.
So, what are you doing in out there? Like, are you just wasting time or living life? I don't mean that to be disrespectful.
No, I'm not wasting no fuck. I don't waste time at all. I don't waste any of my fucking time. That's one thing I don't do is waste time. Every day I'm always doing something. Like I'm either like doing what I got to do my like eBay hustle thing. I'm doing my fast all the time. Like I can't really waste time because it's just there's nothing else for me to do but do what I have to do. That's the thing. Like there was times in my life I did waste time, but like I'm at a point right now where I literally can't because I'm like I've been forced in a way like it's just impossible for me to waste time at this point because like I don't. Most of the reason I wasted time was because I was distracted. I have no distractions in my life right now. All of that shit's been cut off. All my distractions, like literally. So it's like impossible for me to waste time. I have to literally try. Like me wasting time is actually boring as fuck. So it's hard for me to waste time. So I was like, if you get my catch my drift.
No, I get you. I get you. It's probably maybe you saying you wasted too much time, so you can no longer waste any more time.
Yeah, I can't at all. Like,
That's
and it's like,
probably just a
yeah,
reality check. What you think?
yeah.
Me, I'm wasting time for sure. I'm wasting time. I feel like I'm stagnant though. Like you don't feel like nothing's going nowhere. I mean, like you know,
It's no, because me, it's like if nothing is going nowhere in my life, I know why. It's never it's been years since like I've been like because like I know everything I'm supposed to be doing. So like a lot of people they're stagnant because they don't know what to do. Me, if I'm ever stagnant, is because I don't want to do what I'm supposed to do, or I'm just not doing it. It's never it hasn't been it's been probably over 10 years or close to 10 years where I literally did not know what I was supposed to do. I always know what I'm supposed to do, what I so it's never like stagnant for me. Anytime there's something stagnant, it's because I'm making it stagnant. It's not because oh I don't know what to do or like I know everything I need to do. Like but that's why I say my biggest battle has been within. It's never been external. I've never had like really external issues it like at least for the past like probably like 5 to 7 years. I have not had it. All my issues have been like my own back. Like I've always known what I need to do and where I need to go next. And if I'm
That's
not there, go ahead.
no, that's true. Like even me, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Even when I'm
I
not
could barely hear you. You're kind of
Even when I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. And,
yeah. So
but I'll say this. All right. So we can get money, we can fast, we can do whatever we want to do, right? But where does that take us? Or where does that take you?
that's the thing. Like it
I'm just
takes
trying to get an understanding. Just trying to get an understanding.
no. That's the thing. You're looking at it like, oh, where does it take me? Like you should know where it takes you. Like it takes you to where you need to be. Like that's why for you to ask that question means you haven't even really fully done it, or you're not currently doing it, because it's gonna take you for where you need to be. Like life isn't about being at a destination. Life is always going to be a problem or an issue in life. It doesn't matter if you're a breatharian, if you fast 100 days. You're always going to be. It's going to always be something you have to overcome. That's the point of
That's
life.
true.
Life is cyclical. It's not linear. So healing and awakening and shadow work is cyclical. See, a lot of you niggas think shadow work is linear. Or when I get here, I'm gonna know shadow work is cyclical. So all the trauma that you dealt with, you're gonna come back to a time where you have to deal with it again with a higher awareness and in a different way. It may be different trauma or the same trauma in a different way, but healing, shadow work, all that shit is cyclical. So there's no destination in life. What you're supposed to be doing is living in the now moment,
That's true. That's true.
accomplishing the now moment, and that's it. Once you start thinking about where I need to do, what I need to do, when I need to do this, or I didn't do this in time, that's one way ticket to have to like of you being in that stagnated energy because now you feel guilty and you start thinking well I can do it tomorrow because that's what do you think the whole energy of I'm gonna do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week, it comes from destination. You thinking
Tomorrow
that
never, but tomorrow never comes.
no, it doesn't. It's right
It
here.
don't.
Tomorrow's right here because yesterday was right. Yesterday was to right now is tomorrow. So it's
Or right now it's tomorrow too. Like it's. I
yeah,
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. No,
and right
I get
now
what
is yesterday.
you're saying. Or right now it's the future.
Yeah, so it's like we just gotta be in our authentic self right now, and then once you're fully in it, you know what you need to do right now, and then each moment is gonna unfold, and then you go by each moment. There's no planning really. And yeah, we plan on a certain level, but planning is mainly for survival. So we can live and not die. That's mainly what planning is for, so you can survive. Planning really has very little to do with
Eh,
spiritual growth. Planning
eh,
is first like you want to plan on where you're gonna go eat, so you know so you don't fucking die. A plan that you have water safe so you don't die of thirst. Planning is for survival for the most part. When it comes to spiritual growth, healing, and abundance and all that shit you want to accomplish, that's living in the now moment.
And
And
you know what? You know what the hardest thing to do probably is sometimes live in the moment. Because sometimes when you live in the moment, you may be thinking about the past, present, or the future. So you can't really live in the moment because
yeah,
you're either thinking about the future or you're thinking about the past.
exactly. That's why you gotta stay strong. That's another reason why like a lot of people don't really make it in life because they always want to hurry up. Like they may made a lot of mistakes in life and they have to catch up. So they're always thinking about the mistakes they made and thinking about how the future isn't going to be as good because of them. That's what you have to get out of that thought. It's
That's
not
true.
easy.
Oh, that's true.
It's
100%.
not easy, but you have to get out of that because if you don't, it's just going to dig a deeper hole. Just think of it like which one do you want to live right now and it's just and go through to live in the moment right now and put up with the thoughts of regret or to just not do anything and even build more regret.
But and you have to live in the moment because tomorrow's not promised.
It is, and
Not
even when
even my
people,
next somebody could come in my backyard and shoot me. So the next 10 minutes isn't promised. So I better be living in the moment right now. That
but
makes sense.
but you're right, and even if and it's I wouldn't even look at it like that because
I
even
wasn't
if you
looking
say
at I was just giving an example. I'm just
you know, no, you're right. I get what you're saying, but I like to just think deeper because you know how my page is. I feel you. You are right. Tomorrow isn't, but even if let's just say something were to happen to you tomorrow, you have infinite consciousness. Your mind is always gonna be. You're always gonna be having an experience. So even if something were to happen to you tomorrow, your
I
mind is
always exist.
you're gonna have an experience where you're gonna be doing something, and you're gonna be having to handle whatever you're gonna be doing at that
I
experience.
I agree because it's like forever consciousness. That's what I
Yeah. So
like.
we're all gonna. So even if you were to like die tomorrow, you're still gonna be having an experience after that death
I agree.
experience where you're gonna have to the same energy you're doing right now. You're gonna be having to do whatever that you're doing after you die. So you're still gonna be having to handle some type of experience and worry about how to get through that experience, just like you having to get through this experience. So we all gonna be having an experience where we got to take the energy of getting through it. So
And
so you always gonna be in that. So go ahead.
no, I like what you're saying. Like so sometime I gotta go to work or sometime I gotta do something, right? But
Hmm.
kind of like you can just make the best out of what, even if it's good or bad. Maybe we should be making the best out of it,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, exactly. Just make the best of what it would just
even if
not
it's
even.
bad. Some
I would say not make the best, but
see
complete
the
the
light.
task. Complete
What
the task because making the best is meaning that the situation is horrible and look at it just like it's a task you got to complete and
Mhm.
that's it. Because when you say we make the best out of it, that means you're saying that oh I gotta like force myself to make it. It's not even about
No, no,
forcing
no, no,
yourself.
no.
Okay,
Sometimes I don't use the proper words, but I was saying
okay.
exactly what you saying.
I'm not trying to
That
say that you don't know what
no,
you're
no,
saying.
no,
'Cause-
no, 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 no. Some
okay.
that what I notice about not you, but some YouTubers, right? And what
Hmm.
make them great is they good with words. But some people they not good with words, but they know exactly what they're talking about.
Yeah, they do. So
That's why
everyone.
sometimes I don't post content. I post somebody else's because they probably can articulate it better than me, but I know exactly what they're saying. Yeah,
Okay.
that
Yeah,
makes sense.
I
Well,
feel you. I feel you.
I blew up
But
on YouTube by
yeah, but as long as you have the understanding, that's really all that really matters because now you know how to handle your business. You may not know how to communicate it, but the fact that you could comprehend, that's a skill in itself because a lot of people can't communicate or comprehend. These are what you call a retard. Like you have a lot of these bots out here, they can't comprehend and they can't communicate. You at least can comprehend. So you can at least take the knowledge and apply it in your life because you can comprehend it. Some people can't even do that. So they're like, fuck either or.
hell yeah. But and what one thing I've been looking at, right? This might be a hard concept. This is a new concept I've been thinking about, like
Yeah.
seeing the light in everybody, not trusting these people, but like if you're dealing with somebody, it's something good that could come out of it, whether it's good or bad. Like it can be a lesson, or
Yeah.
a
That's go ahead.
a negative person can teach you a lesson, or they can send you on your way. Like you can get something out of everybody if you really in tune and you looking into it. Like sometimes when I fast, I can see the positive and negative people. They still negative, but you
Yeah.
can.
I get what you're saying. That's exactly how I have a son in the seventh house. So a lot of the shit, like a lot of like when it comes to relationships and other people and shit, I can learn a lot from. Like I learn I'm very every person that comes in my life is like I can look at them and be like, okay, I can see the energy and be like, okay, I can see why they came in my life, good and bad,
It's a
positive and
reason
negative.
why, but sometimes exactly. Sometimes I believe we cut off from source, and we can't see the reason why this person is in our life.
That's why you have to, because yeah, you're right. Because there was a time where I wasn't getting, I didn't get like certain information. I wasn't like you said, cut off from source. I feel like a lot of people they go through a stage where they are cut off, but it's your responsibility to get back on track. Once you start doing certain things in life, then you start to get that connection. Like once, like for me, once I started going to the chiropractor. back in like years ago. This is back in like 2016. That's when I started really like it opened something up. Like the first chiropractor adjustment I went to.
And guess what? I went to the chiropractor too. But I'll tell you one thing. I
Yeah.
don't tell people I do a lot of yoga, right? And
Okay.
it
Yeah.
changed my life.
Yeah. You do yoga?
All I'm all the time. My favorite thing. Sometimes I go to the gym, right? And
Yeah.
I'm just at the gym doing yoga. I'm pretty much in shape too, but
Yeah.
it's just a different. And I know you do qigong and you do your breath work, and breath
Yeah,
work.
I do my neck yoga every day. Like, cause I have a knot right here. I'm trying to get that out. I be doing that. I do my back yoga. I haven't done a full body yoga, but I do my neck because I be having to do like breath work, and then sometimes I do qigong. It's sometimes a lot. It's a lot to juggle. So, but I always get my yoga and my neck done. Like I always every morning I do my neck stretches, and sometimes I do them at night. But I always do my neck stretches. That shit helps me. I remember like it helped me a lot like over the course because I remember I started doing it back in 2021 is the first time I started doing yoga in my neck before I was going to the chiropractor. I used to have headaches 24/7 back in 2021. I used to have headaches all the time, but I'd be coming on live. I always have a headache and I always
I
have to
remember
drink a
you used to.
lot.
Yeah. I
That's when
remember
I
you
was.
used to be drinking the Hennessy on live too.
Yeah, that's because I had like a lot of headaches and I had a fucking. I was really, and I used to just eat everything. Like, remember, I had a whole fucking box of candy and shit. I used to just eat that. That was like medicine I used to help get rid of my headache because I had like 24/7 excruciating headaches, and I had to drink a lot, and
But
I got you.
if you got like a headache, right? It's like a alignment, like it's something you gotta fix.
Yeah,
It's a
but I
it's
had a
a
knot in my
signal.
neck.
What you
It's
say?
just yeah, I had a knot in my neck.
Oh,
My neck was like it was like I had a blockage in my neck. It's still there right now, but it's very small. Before my neck was like it was I had inflammation, muscle inflammation. My neck was hella like inflamed. I
Did
didn't even
did
know.
did you get the blockage from? I was thinking about this earlier. Did you get the blockage from messing with a female? Not saying it's
Um,
a
I don't think so.
uh, cause
Why you say that? You got one?
no. I was looking in my life, right, and I was like earlier. I'm just sitting back, right, and I was determining like when sometimes my life took a downturn. I was looking at why it took a downturn. Like
My
when did you get the blockage, and what do you think was the cause of your blockage?
it was in 2012 when I was smoking weed, and I remember I took a huge hit out of some weed, and I don't know what it was. Like before that, I was just smoking normal, and when I took this huge hit of weed, I just ended up having a huge like I took a huge hit of weed and I just ended up getting depressed. Like in a matter of seconds. Like I was just everything was dark and I got into a deep dark depression.
And I'll say this, not to cut you off. Sometimes you just can't. Sometimes you just can't. Some people they just if it's weed they gonna smoke it. You can't just smoke all weed.
Yeah, no. I think it was just weed in general. Like me, I'm not supposed to smoke shit or do drugs at all. So when I was smoking, it was the universe telling me like I don't need to be smoking and I took a hit. I'm not saying weed is bad for everyone or whatever. It just for me it wasn't good. I took that hit and I was depressed as fuck. Like I couldn't even like I was having thoughts I couldn't control. It was horrible and
I did. Hold on. Sometimes I used to dab, and that what happened. Like if you ever get really high, sometimes you get really high, you get depressed.
yeah, my shit was just like it was like some type of psychosis. I had psychosis. Like it
I
wasn't even
did too.
depression.
I did
It
too.
was a psychosis. And ever since then, I was getting headaches and I was depressed. Even when I didn't smoke, it was depressing. And I put up for years. I was like, I even had to be on some psych meds for a few years, and then I got off that and I started doing yoga or I started doing chiropractic, which that helped a little, but it didn't help as much. When I did yoga, the yoga just pretty much fucking. It took time with the yoga. It wasn't overnight like about 3 years into the yoga is when I started getting better. I've been doing it for going on 5 years. February of next year, it'll be 5 years I've been doing yoga.
Have you? Have
And
you? Have you still been doing the Qigong?
I haven't. I've been doing the breath work. I haven't really been doing the qigong. I switched it up with the breath work because the breath work, I feel like it's more. At least right now in my life, it's more beneficial to me, especially when I'm doing a lot of the fasting.
You know what you should do? What helped me? Well, not what you should do. You should do whatever. But sometime when I get up, I do like breath work for like 3 minutes. And the days I do breath work be really good days in life. So I think our bodies are like connected to our breath. So it is something about doing breath work.
Yeah, you 100% right. You right 100%. You need to be honest. That's another. I was gonna make a video. Like you can't. I don't even think you can really take this fasting breatharian lifestyle to the next level unless you're doing
You
breath work.
uh-huh. You
You
because it's
have
just
to do breath work. It's one of the mandatory things that
uh-huh.
you need to do to make it 100% easier. You don't have to do it, but it's gonna be a struggle, and you're gonna like feel weak, and it's gonna be hard. You gotta end up cave. That's the reason a lot of people they cave and they end up ending their fast too quick, or they end up caving and eating garbage. It's because they're not doing a meditative breathwork practice, which you have to be doing. Because I was for a long time, I was just fasting off the rip, not doing no breathwork, and it wasn't really smooth. Like you said, when you did it, you felt more calm. When I did that long 12-day fast, I was doing breathwork continually. All the other days I didn't make it to 12, I wasn't doing breathwork, and I was always stressed and fucking. So you're
And
right. Yeah,
and
breathwork, you need to do it.
and sometimes like if you like even they taught us as a kid, but we all lose it. But like you get mad and they send you to the corner and they say go take a couple deep breaths.
Yeah.
It's we just or like breathing is so important. I wonder why they don't teach proper breathing in school. That's how important breathing is.
It, yeah, they don't. They like. There's a lot of like. We already know why they don't because this society. They're trying to. They're not. They're never going to give you anything beneficial in society. Like
No.
nothing they give you is going to be helpful. Everything because what they have to do is they have to create a system and they need you to be stressed out from the system so you can crash out and then they can do what they can have a reason to control you, lock you up and have a control over you. So they're not going to give you tools that's necessary to not let this system make you spaz out because
But
they want like they want you to be stressed so therefore you can take medicine so you can commit a crime and go to jail so you can
exactly.
get angry and get emotional so they can then make you look like a bad guy and capitalize off that. That's all they want. They're not
But
going to teach you yoga, breath work. They're going to
but
tell you take go ahead.
no, what I was thinking about earlier, right? So I work at like a steel place, right?
Hmm.
Just all right. I'm working for like somebody more powerful than me. Like the only reason why I have a job at the steel mill, right, is
Yeah.
so somebody richer than me can live more comfortable than me. And the only reason why the person richer than me has their job is so they could support the person above them. I think we all are supporting like maybe elites or somebody bigger than us. Like, all right,
Yeah. They,
say you work at Kroger's and you stock the shelves, right?
yeah.
You're not stocking the shelves for yourself. You stocking the shelves for someone else.
Hmm.
Like if you work at the bank, you're not working at the bank for yourself. You're working at the bank for someone else. Like maybe you working at the bank for the millionaire.
Yeah, you're right. I get you.
If I
So
build cars, I'm not building cars for me. I'm building cars for somebody bigger than me. Not to say bigger than me. That's a bad choice of words. But you get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but somebody who I get what you're saying.
Like this,
It's not for you.
we
You're not.
serving we serving somebody else, but sometimes we don't see it.
You're making somebody else richer. That's
Like
all it really is.
like if you go buy a new pair of Yeezys or a new pair of Adidas, you may think you buying it for you because it's fashion, right?
Hmm.
But the person at the top, you're actually just helping them out.
Exactly. And when you literally think about it, like 70 to 80% of the shit that you're working for and buying for yourself, you don't even need. You only need it because you've been programmed and conditioned to need it and want it, and the system is created for you to need it and want it, like a car.
But and it's making someone else's life easier, making them richer.
Yeah, because think about it like this, like a car. People say, "Oh, I need to pay off my car note. I need a car so I can go to work. I can go drive to the grocery store." But if you really look at it, the system is designed for you to need a car.
But the rich,
They create the cities.
right, right. But the reason why you need a car, right? Because this rich billionaire, he needs you to go to work so you can build him a very, very nice car.
Yeah,
He's the
pretty much. So yeah,
he,
that's what I'm saying. It's not necessary. Like a lot of this shit you don't even need. Like a video game system. You don't a video game system. You don't need that. If people are out here living life to the fullest and you were able to do what you want to do, you're not even gonna want to waste time on a game because you're
no,
gonna
no,
be
no,
out.
no. You need the video game system. I'm gonna tell you why you need the video game system, right?
Right.
Because someone has to pay Bill Gates or whoever make the video game system, and we need you to work. We need you to work for this video game
But
system
why does it even exist though? That's the thing.
so
Like,
you can work for them. We're gonna make you think you need it, and then you're gonna go to work and you're gonna work really hard so you can buy these new pair of Jordans or you could buy this video game system. You don't
so
need it, but
yeah.
the person up top, he needs it. He needs the money so he can have the control, so he can have the women, so he can have the drugs, so he can have the status. No one needs
So pretty
no.
much, you just. I would just say we're working for somebody's mental illness because well, why do they need all this cars, clothes, and money? Like, because you got to look at it
But
like
we
these
but
people.
we must have a mental illness because we're working for them. We're well,
But
wait,
but
you
but,
you
but
might
people are just trying
spend,
to survive though.
but
Like,
no, 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 uh, not here in America, right? I can't say I'm just trying to survive when sometimes I buy expensive jewelry. That is not surviving.
yeah,
It's
but
the person. It's the person
yeah,
who is the person who bought the charger. Are they surviving or are they trying to look good?
yeah, you're right. I can see, but I just see it like a lot of this. Like the main reason. Like it's all towards like, the way I look at it. Like the reason they create all these things is because think about it. We pay taxes every year, every month. These people have trillions of dollars in taxes. They have all the money. So you say you're working to make them richer. They got trillions of dollars already.
But
It's
but
not.
but no, 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 no.
It's about
But
control. It's not
right, right,
even
right,
about money.
right, right. But okay, they have trillions of dollars, right? But if we didn't work, who would make their Rolls Royce? Are they gonna make the Rolls Royce?
Yeah, you're right.
So,
That's what I say. It's about control.
but you get what I'm saying? Are they gonna make an
Yeah.
airplane that
Nah.
would? Are, are they gonna fix their dinner? So we have to enslave you so you can serve me. Not saying that's true, but that's my perspective. You get it?
You're right. I get what you're saying.
Like if we didn't work, how would they have the things they have?
Yeah, and that's
C-
probably why they're making a lot of AI
eh,
because a lot of this Gen Z, a lot of these people they don't want to
They don't
work.
want
And
to
a lot of
work.
people are getting older. They're
Uh-huh.
not going to be able to work, so they have to have AI to start doing a lot of their shit.
Because who's
But
gonna make it?
yeah,
You you
but even with the AI, you got to always remember the AI isn't that intelligent. There's always gonna have to be a
no.
human being. There's always gonna be a human being that's gonna be controlling AI. So even if they have AI at McDonald's, a human being's gonna have to control it on a certain level. Even if it means pushing a button, turning it on, it's gonna it's not gonna be 100% just a robot. It can never do that. So they're always gonna. I think the jobs are just gonna be more monotonous and more like you're just. I don't think they're gonna get rid of 9 to 5. I don't think the AI is gonna get rid of the job.
You know what I was thinking. So I work at a company, right? And they turning everything into like automation, right? So used to like at my job, it used to be 30 people would do this job, right?
Hmm.
They got like machines that do it, and now it's only like three of us who do it. And
Yeah.
they got rid of all. I was thinking that's why they might be getting rid of the Mexicans early, like the immigrants,
Mm.
What if they bring in like the machines can do it now, so we not gonna need y'all as much? Or remember slavery, like they needed us to pick cotton, right? Not that,
Yeah.
but once someone created a machine that could pick cotton, did they need us to pick cotton anymore?
Mm-mm.
You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I get what you're saying too.
You right, because that is like that's what I'm saying. Like but even when they do have the, like I say, with the machines, somebody has to push the button, somebody has to program it, somebody has to maintain the machine. So it's still gonna be work, but it won't be as much work as you in the factory lifting boxes. It's still, but somebody's still gonna have to push the button. So that's where they're gonna probably have jobs on the computer, and people just be on the computer typing shit in to control the robot. That's gonna probably be the next one, but
That's pretty much what I do, right? But at the same time, uh, that made a lot of other people I work with, they was useless. Like, what's the point of having 100 people when one person can do it? So we might as well just get rid of the 100 people and have one person do it.
yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
It's my perspective.
To be honest, none of this shit has to even go. If people were to wake up now, none of this, all this whole AI shit, I don't even think it's gonna even work like they say. We don't even know how the future's gonna be like. This is why they have to keep putting these movies in. Shout out to Jackie New. I don't think she said, why is he saying? I don't think he meant we like in. I think he just
No, no,
meant
I
the
wasn't.
other.
No, no, that I wasn't talking about like us and we. No, I
Okay,
was talking in general.
okay, but like I don't even look at the, because the way that nobody knows how the future is gonna be. A lot of these motherfuckers, they want the future to be like like you know how they have Star Wars, iRobot, and they want the future to be a certain way. That they ain't nobody know how the future's gonna be. They can't even control it. But they remember they said back in the 2020s there was gonna be flying cars and all
Oh
this.
yeah, we'd be like the Jetsons. Remember they said
Yeah, like like no, I don't even think the future is gonna be like they say it is gonna be. I don't even think the AI is gonna even work because you got to understand, like, why do we need AI? Like a lot of this shit, they say they try to sell you with AI. It's like, what if what if people don't even fuck with like for example, fast food. Oh, AI is going to be at McDonald's. But yet, if people weren't eating that garbage, then they wouldn't even have to. There would be no AI for fast food or even AI in general. A lot of that shit, it's not gonna work. I don't think because we're going into a new ship. All of that shit is they're gonna try to make it work, or even if they do have it, it's not gonna be like you think it is. So don't. I wouldn't even put too much emphasis on AI and what they got going. Not to say it won't ever go, but look at the time we're in. We're in a spiritual shift right now. Everything is like you even see, like I say, time is accelerating. If this shit keeps speeding up, I don't even think they're going to be able to use their programs like they want to use their programs because everything is going to be so accelerated in this new shift, mentally, spiritually, physically. It ain't even going to work. Everything's just going to tarnish. Even people, no one's going to want to participate in it. Yeah, I don't know what happened to this thing, but yeah, yeah.
my bad, man. It's phone. But
But
with technology, right? I
say what?
believe I believe with technology we have to get with the program. 'Cause you don't want somebody to have more technology than you if you're not spiritual. And sometimes we all can be in our lower selves.
Yeah, but no, a lot of but think about what people been living without technology for all these years. The only reason the AI is coming out is because it's like it's like a weapon, like it's like a tool. They're pulling a tool out of their belt. It's not like it's innovated and they want the world to be more innovated and this is the
But
future. No, it's because they're losing.
but
Their government is failing, so they need the extra computing power. They need the extra. It's like they're the people that they control. The people they're not participating in this shit. They're losing power, so they need AI to help extend their system. It's nothing to do with the future. They've had AI since
that's
fucking
what I was
forever.
saying. You remember like a long time ago, you would get on your computer and you would talk to a virtual assistant, like if you, and then they would pass you to a real operator. like 10 years ago, you might text Sprint and you'll be talking to a prompt. So they had AI for a long time.
They did. Even back in like let's just say, remember back in 2015, even like 10 years ago.
That's what I just said. 10 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, but let me tell you this. Like, remember when you used to leave comments on YouTube like 10 years ago, and or you were on Facebook and used to cuss somebody out, and then they used to block you.
Uh-huh. They was already using
That's
AI.
AI because
Uh-huh.
you know how many people gets thrown in Facebook jail every fucking
Mhm.
second or every minute. It's like
Or
thousands of
or
people
or
every minute.
or back when we was kids and we had landline phones, right? You remember if you said bomb, it could trigger something?
Oh, I never heard of that, but I'm
Uh,
pretty sure they had that.
a long time ago, if you was talking on your cell phone and you said certain code words, the government could pick it up. So they had AI for a long time.
Even to build some of this technology they have, like you think when they built like all these computers and they build a lot of these cars, they make a lot of these movies. Oh, you never thought they use AI like to build some of these houses and these the grids and the technology they had back in the day.
Oh yeah, it's
They use AI. Like, you're not gonna tell me Microsoft didn't use AI 10, 15 years ago to build some of their technology, their
hell no.
computers, to build Windows 9 or Windows 8 when it was released years ago. Like, they use, I'm sure they use AI to build that shit.
And sometimes even when you're logging in your computer 10 years ago, you know you gotta put your password in, and your computer accepts your password. That's like a form of AI.
Exactly.
You
Like,
putting the input in, and the computer is responding to your input. That's exactly what AI is.
yeah. He said everybody's not as locked into their system as they thought, plus it's changing. Plus it's changing and morphing fast. Yeah, that's why like I don't even really like to talk about the future like I used to. Like, oh, in the future this is good, because no one's gonna accept it. Like, there's a lot of shit right now that should have been that isn't, because people simply are realizing it. Like, a lot of you guys don't know that videos like mine that people waking up, they create, like, this society right now should be in a far different space than it currently is. Don't think that everything that's happening now is the government winning. There's a lot of shit that they failed at, that didn't come accomplished, that should be happening right now.
Or
Lot of things.
a lot
And
of a lot of times I travel, right?
mhm,
We only in America, so we only know how America works.
yeah,
There's like countries where they're ahead of us, but we never heard of the country.
yep. Like China, Japan, they have a whole bunch of more advanced shit. But
It's
usually
probably, it's
the
probably
country.
something greater than Japan that's 10 years ahead of us or 100 years ahead of us, but we just don't know about the country.
Oh, I never heard of that.
All right,
I,
sometime I do some research, right?
mm-hmm,
And I like that. Don't look at me sideways for this, but I might look at drugs in other countries, right?
mm-hmm.
We never heard of that drug, but it's a real drug, and it's probably just the strongest cocaine or weed, but you never heard of that drug.
Yeah.
Like, we only know what we shown in America. Sometimes I take my YouTube and I'll change my YouTube. I'll go on my settings and I'll change it to China, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll get China's news. And China's news is way different than the US news. That makes sense.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's just different. It's all different. Even like other countries, like I know it's in Australia. If you don't vote for for the government, you know how they have the voting, like the presidents. In Australia, if you don't vote, then you get charged money. It's like 70 Australian dollars that you have to pay or some shit if you don't vote. Like, you have to vote or they charge you money.
But we only sometimes we only know what America shows us.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's all different around the world. It's crazy.
Or like even in different states. Like, I'm from Detroit, and when
Hmm.
I go to California, it's a whole new different world in California.
Yeah.
But the people in Detroit don't understand that everything doesn't work like how it works here in Detroit, or the people in California may not understand that it works different in Detroit than it works in California.
Hmm.
Like we might all be, or when you move to Georgia, it's much
Yeah.
different than it was in California, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot different. Like a lot of the, especially like the services out here. Like you go to like the stores and like the customer service out here is not the same per se. Like it's a little bit more like shit. Like it's different. I noticed like just little small things ain't really the same. The quality of stuff out here
Oh,
ain't really the same.
in California, a lot of products that's banned in like different states. I mean, that's not banned in different states is banned in California.
Yeah, a lot of shit.
So that's what I was saying. Like, sometimes like, we're in boxes based off of like where we live.
Yeah, but it's crazy. Like, but like I said, don't even put too much emphasis because all of that shit is synthetic. It's fake. It's all government created, so it's not even important. They're just creating it. Only thing you need to worry about, we should worry about, I felt, is what's natural.
I agree. I agree.
Like
But
what's in reality, not no system. Like anything that's different from here in another country, that means that they have the power to change it. So that means it's not that important. It isn't important. Anything they can't change, anything that stands true and corrected anywhere in the world, that's reality. That's something they can't change. When I go here, when I go to any other country, there's certain things they can't even fuck with. That's what's true. Everything else is their fake. They can do whatever they want with their system. I don't give a fuck. Their system is failing and is dying. And
like,
if they,
I like what you're saying, and sometimes I think about that with like language, right?
Mhm.
Uh, I can say a word, but the word has different meanings. So that's like part of their system. Like, say if I'm talking to you, you can misinterpret something I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
But that's because words have different meanings and someone created these words.
yeah.
So so in reality, like if you go to Japan, you can't understand, you probably don't know Japanese or whatever the hell, do you?
Mm-mm. I don't understand that. I know
So
what you mean.
so
So
it's a system, like it's a man-made system, so it's not really true.
yeah, because when you talk about this is why they don't want. This is why you have to look. All languages are the same though. Japan, every single language is the same. It's no, even though it sounds different, it's the same because there's only every language is explaining the same thing. Like whatever, there's only so much. Like everything you could say in English is the same thing you can say in Japan. It's just it sounds different. There's no word that is only in
I agree.
Japanese
I agree.
that's not in English. Like
Um,
I could say it's like a house. It's a house. In Japan, there's a word for
mm,
house. Tablet. There's a word for tablet in Japanese. It's always the same. There's nothing different. Once we make our own language, then that's when we can create different words that have nothing to do. This is why they don't want people making their own language. But I think I'm gonna end this live stream. I've been on here. I'm gonna be on a lot more often though. I'm gonna be on here a lot more often. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this live right now. It's midnight too. But shout out to Know the Seat. Yeah, shout out to Know the Seat. And shout out to Jackie New. Shout out to everybody in the room. And yeah, I'm gonna be on a lot more often. I'm gonna be doing a lot more of my fast. I'm glad that he came on my live stream because he cleared up a lot of things. He's actually dropped some knowledge about the fasting that I think that I can help other people, like stuff that I knew already, but I could help other people. But I'm gonna be coming on here a lot more. I'm definitely when I let that comment say I'm not gonna make no videos, I'm definitely gonna stay making my videos and shit. But the thing is, when I come on here, I want it to be about something that's gonna be. I'm gonna be documenting my fast a lot more on here, and yeah. Shout out to everybody in the room, and I'll probably be on probably tomorrow or something. But I'm gonna be doing a lot more of these little collabs because They really good. They help me out. Who's this? I got blessed by the cause dumbass T-bone me, and that's what's up. Yeah, sue the fuck out of these niggas. That's fucking crazy. Yeah. Yeah, sue the fuck out of them. Get him for as much money as you can. You might have to get a good lawyer. Don't get no cheap ass lawyer. Get a good one. I'm sure you'll be able to get a good one that'll take your case. But yeah, good luck with that. Hopefully, yeah, you win. Because if they really fucked you up, then you gonna get a lot of money from them. Yeah, but yeah. Shout out to everybody in the room, and I'm gonna end this live stream, and I'm out. Peace.